morning, good day, and good night, everyone. Tattoo here, hoot hoot. It is Twisted Wonderland time again. Yo. I've said it like that because I'm questioning myself, but no matter. We're going to stream twice today, one in the daytime and one in the nighttime, and we shall compare when I'm most active. I proclaim myself as a night owl. I mean, heck, I'm an owl and a teapot, hoot hoot. But I should be doing things in the daytime and not be tired. Why am I tired in the daytime? Let's contemplate this in the coffee shop. In 3, 2, 1. Oh! I am back. Hoot hoot. Wait, let me make sure everything is good. Yeah, all good. Yeah, I don't know why seeing my preview screen basically drops my OBS. Like my frames just go kaput for a good half second whenever I look at my preview. I think it's because it's essentially generating the stream twice, one for me and then one for Twitch. So I guess that's my computer science-y explanation. But yeah, we're going to go into Twisted Wonderland real soon. During the stream, it said that I needed to download something, which is about 3 gigabytes worth, and I believe it was just like the main game files. And I tried downloading them off stream, but I couldn't tell if it was actually downloading or if it was waiting for me to start the game in order to download. So I didn't actually poke into the actual story part of the game. I just kind of opened it up besides the title. I opened it up beyond the title, I mean. So I didn't actually click a chapter. But hopefully it doesn't need that right now. But yeah, without further ado, let me just turn on the game real quick. It may be a little bit of ado. That'll just give us time to chat. So, hope everyone's day's been going good. Mine was actually pretty super. It was super because I was able to get my readings done, which I desperately needed to do, so I'm glad that was done. So that's great. And then I hang out with you guys. Got a few follows out of you, so thank you. Thank you so much for following. Let's see. Not much really happened today, which is interesting. Usually something else happens, but I guess I can't complain. That means it was a good day. Tomorrow I head back into the office, like a good owl, with my suit. Yeah, that'd be kind of fun. I don't actually own a varsity jacket. That's why I drew myself in this, because I never had one. I always thought they looked cool, but I wasn't athletic at all as a kid. No, I just stuck to computers. I stuck to drawing. I drew on whiteboards, drew on paper. I drew digitally, and yeah, I am not that athletic at all. So I never earned a varsity jacket. Just never happened. But they still look cool, so I drew one. Haha, I win after all. Maybe. Besides, most athletes, they don't fit their jacket by the time they're like 22. They get too fat with beer or something. Who knows? I wouldn't. Thankfully, I'm as small as I am in VTubing as I am in real life. I'm just a small. Yeah. Being small is awesome. I quite enjoy it. I used to hate being small, honestly. I would compare myself to other people and be like, well, dang, I can't reach the cupboards. Well, dang, I can't attract people. Oh dear, blah blah blah. Now I'm just like, I am the best little person ever. I'm not even that little. It's just American standards. I am 5'3". In some places, that's kind of tall. Here, it's small. Small. But boy. Anywho, let's get into the game. That was a big old ramble. Sorry about that. I guess I am active that night. Anywho, gonna open the game in 3, 2, 1. Oh. That's kind of scary. Oh well. It always does that in the beginning. Whenever this game starts up, it like really drags it across the cement and just scrapes the audio and everything. But then it picks up. I don't know why. It's just how this game is. But yeah, without further ado, let's go on into the game. With a really ominous bong. As in like a gong. Bong. Not... Anyway. I swear I'm tired. I'm not. I'm not tired at all, actually. Oh. It's like my body psychs myself into being active at night when I shouldn't be. I should be, very sleepy right now, but I'm not. I am very excited. Okay, so after reducing the settings within this app, I thought it would be progressing faster. But I think this game is notoriously slow. Hence, the screen may appear frozen during loading process. Do not close the game. They probably put that there for a good reason. I'm sure a lot of people just kind of sped through the game like, woo, we don't need this. It's too slow. But we're patient. Maybe. I just get to slightly spin in my chair while I wait. Woo. In other news, all the merchandise for this game is actually quite nice. Too bad there's not much of it here in the US. It's all in Japan. The things that make it here in the US are usually triple the price. Especially the gacha. Good luck getting any gacha here for the same price as it is over there. It ain't gonna happen, bud. And the Nendoroids, oh, they're amazing. They're amazing, and the prices will kill you. I looked at the one for Azul, and oh boy, that would be a fancy one indeed. I think they made one for, I think his name is Deuce? I think it's Deuce. No, his name's Riddle. That's right. Deuce is his second in command, I think. But Riddle, his Nendoroid looks nice as well. And they make like the little noodle stopper ones, where you put it on top of your like ramen cup and let it steam. And it's just a little figure sitting there looking at you going, hey buddy, you want some noodles? Yeah, those things. Those are really nice. But they don't really send them here. They're all in Japan. Because that's where the target audience is. We're just the nerds over here playing it in America land. We're not exactly a majority. But hey, maybe streaming it on Twitch will change that. We'll see. Do. The problem is I can't really cut these loading process screens off in post. Like if I post this video on YouTube's or something like that. Because then it chops up the video very, very much. To the point where like a 2-hour stream will end up being like 30 minutes. That's not to say, I'm not saying that to bash the game at all. It just takes a long time to load. That's all. I think it may be because of all the live 2D animations within it. It may be dragging the process a lot more than having them as still images. Because that's how a lot of like otome RPG games are. It's a still PNG or JPEG maybe, just standing there. And they flip-flop between, like, the same 5 images. Oh. I thought I finished it. I guess not. Oof. Well, we'll try. It was at 3 gigabytes before, but apparently I only took a little nugget off in my pursuit. Sorry about that. This map is nice, though. I love that sketch style. Here we are. Chapter 4. Recollection blanking. The music is nice, by the way. I really enjoy the music. Chapter 4, Recollection Blanking. Oh, we're back in the library. Library. Did anybody else pronounce the word as library as a kid? And I would spell it that way too. I would spell it as Liberry. Just a library. That's it. That's all it is.
やはりない。
Just as I'd expected. Excuse me. Just as I suspected. Nothing.
世界地図どころか、有史以来どこにもあなたの出身地の名前は見当たりません。
Not only is your homeland not listed on any map from any point in history.
あなた、本当にそこから来たんですか？嘘をついてるんじゃないでしょうね。
That was a strange sentence. I don't know why I read it that way. Anyway, now, are you quite sure that you come from such a place? That wasn't some sort of lie or jape?
こうなってくると、あなたが何らかのトラブルで別の惑星。
Because if so, the only explanation is that you've come from another planet.
あるいは異世界から招集された可能性が出てきましたね。
Or perhaps you were summoned here from another dimension? Another planet? Another dimension? That makes more sense.
あなた、ここへ来るときに持っていたものなどは？
Here. Show me everything that you've brought here with you.
身分証明になるような魔導者免許証とか靴の片方とか見るからに手ぶらですけど。
Do you have some form of identification? A driver's license, perhaps? Or even a shoe? You do seem a tad bit empty-handed. Sir, I'm an owl in a teapot. I don't need shoes. Never needed them. Never had them, never will. I will never wear Nikes on my little footies because none fit me. Except maybe the toddler size. That'd be kind of fun. Cute. But I don't need them. I don't need shoes. I walk around, I fly around everywhere with my teapot. And that is it. Come to think of it, where's my wallet and phone? As you said, I got nothing. Yeah, where's my wallet and phone?
困りましたね。
Well, this is quite the predicament.
魔法を使えないものをこの学園に置いておくわけにはいかない。
I cannot have someone with no aptitude for magic bumbling about in my magic academy.
しかし、保護者に連絡もつかない無一文の若者を放り出すのは教育者として非常に胸が痛みます。
And yet, as an educator, I am loath to expel a young person without a cent to their name or any ability to contact their guardian.
私優しいので。
Truly, my grace is boundless.
そうだ。
Ah,
学園内に今は使われていない建物があります。
there is a vacant building on this campus.
昔寮として使われていた建物なので、掃除すれば寝泊まりぐらいはできるはずです。
It was, in fact, used as a dorm a long time ago. With the proper cleaning, it should be habitable enough.
そこであれば、しばらく宿として貸し出して差し上げましょう。
Out of the profound kindness of my heart, I'll allow you to live there for the time being. It's not very villainous of you, is it? Then again, it's mainly the students who are the villainous ones. They're the ones in each house of the villains. But this guy, he's just a magician. I don't think he really cares whether they go good or bad. So who knows, maybe he's quite neutral.
あなたが元いた場所に帰れる方法を探るのです。
In the meantime, we will investigate other ways to send you home.
ああ、なんて優しいんでしょう、私。教育者の鏡ですね。
Okay, yeah, he's a little prideful, but that's fun. Dear me, but I am a gracious man indeed. A model educator, one might say. I'll be on the cover of magazines in time.
では、善は急ぐです。寮へ向かいましょう。少し古いですが、趣のある建物ですよ。
Well then, I shall take you to your dorm straight away. It is an older building, but it has plenty of, character, one might say. To be continued. Thank y'all so much for hanging out with me, by the way. We've been streaming for not long at all, 17 minutes. I really want to explore more of this map. And I think we will just soon. We will soon enough. Yes. Now, story cleared. Thaw marks 1,000. Oh, where are we going? There's the library. There we go, okay. I was like, where are we going? There we are. Ramshackle dorm. A perplexing puzzle. Let's go! Yeah, sorry, I had to turn down the volume a little bit. Because it stabbed my ear. Quite loud. Chapter 5, A Perplexing Puzzle. Man, this music's great. Welcome to Ramshackle Dorm. You want me to stay here? This is too much character if you ask me. Well, I'll say this one. You want me to stay here?
そうでしょう、そうでしょう。さあ、中へどうぞ。
Isn't it delightful? Right, scoot on inside now. There you go. Scoot, scoot, scoot. Ramshackle Dorm Lounge.
ここであれば、とりあえず雨風はしのげるはずです。
There. This should keep the elements at bay for the time being.
私は調べ物に戻りますので、適当に過ごしていてください。
Now, I should return to my research. Do try to find some way to busy yourself.
学園内はうろうろしないように。では。
But don't let me catch you wandering the campus. Ta! Bye-bye. It's like a desolate snowscape. Only with dust. I don't even see a clean place to sit. Tink. Oh, that's cool. Looks like it started to rain. Well. Oh, he's here now. Oh dear, I have to do his voice. Glah! It's pouring out there! Wah!
コウモリが水鉄砲を食らったみたいな間抜けな顔してるんだぞ。
That look on your face is priceless. Like a bat that got blasted by a water gun.
俺様の手にかかれば、もう一度学校に忍び込むことくらいちょろいちょろい。
As if I wouldn't just sneak back onto campus the second I escaped prying eyes. You all got no idea what I'm capable of.
ちょっと外に放り出したくらいで、俺様が入学を諦めると思ったら大間違いなんだぞ。
I ain't giving up on going here just cause I got kicked out one measly old time. And if you think otherwise, you don't know Grim. Why are you so determined to go to this school?
単純な話なんだぞ。
Well, isn't it obvious?
俺様が大魔法師になるべくして生を受けた天才だからなんだぞ。
I was born to do this. I'm a magical prodigy who's got the makings to become one of the greatest mages who's ever lived.
いつか黒い馬車が迎えに来るのを俺様はずっと待ってた。
So, I've been waiting and waiting for that black carriage to come for me.
なのに
And yet...
なのに
Oh.
闇の鏡も見る目がねえんだぞ。
That dark mirror's got no eye for talent.
だから俺様の方から来てやったってわけだ。
That's why I took the initiative and came here myself.
俺様を入学させないなんてこの世界の損失だってのに、 人間ともは分かってねえんだぞ。
You humans don't understand what a mistake you're making. Not letting me in is a great loss to the world.
つぶて天井から雨漏りしてやがるんだぞ。
Wow! Come on, scoot over. I'm getting tripped on here.
また水が降ってきた。俺様のチャームポイントの耳の炎が消えちまう。
Blah! Another hole. Oh, blah. Blah! Another hole in the roof. These flaming ears are like my trademark, you know? I can't let them get doused. Good luck. The ceiling's riddled with holes. Guess I'll go look for some buckets.
こんな雨漏り魔法でパパーッと直しちまえばいいんだぞ。
I don't know why you don't just magic those holes away. You could have fixed it in half a jiff. Like, you know, poof, 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 hole's gone. See? I saw this boat
お
now.
前魔法使えねえのか。ププー使えねえやつだぞ。
Ah, right. You can't use magic at all. Man, you're useless. Why don't you do it?
え、手伝いって。
Huh? You want me to help you?
いやーなかった。俺様はちょっと雨宿りしてるだけのタモンスターなんだぞ。
Huh, you got the wrong idea. I'm just a stranger taking shelter from the rain. You ain't the boss of me.
ツナ缶も出ないのにただ働きするのはごめんなんだぞ。
Well, if you had some cans of tuna to trade, well, that'd be a different story. But I don't work for free. Yikes, the leaks are really getting bad. Ramshackle dorm hallway. At least they left some rugs. Rugs are expensive. This place really freaks me out. I think I just heard something. Aw. Gah! There we go. Let me do like an old grandma.
久しぶりのお客様だ。
We haven't had visitors in ages.
腕が鳴るぜ。
Oh, I'm just itching for new friends. Ghosts.
何を大騒ぎしてんだ。
Hey, keep it down over.
お化け
Ghosts, ghosts.
ここに住んでた奴らは俺たちを怖がってみんな出て行っちまった。
All the people who used to live here got scared of us and ran away.
俺たちずっと新しいゴースト仲間を探してたんだ。
We just want a new
お
ghost to
前
play
さ
with.
どうだい？
Oh no, don't kill me. What do you say, buddy? They're gonna kill me. Aw.
大魔法師グリム様はお化けなんか怖くないんだぞ。
I'm a master sorcerer. I ain't afraid of any dumb ghosts.
どこ見てるんだ。
Nuh-uh, not even close.
こっちだこっちだ。
Over here, over here.
ちくしょう、出たり消えたりするんじゃね
Ah, they just keep disappearing and reappearing. I set the whole dorm ablaze.
え。うるせえ。俺様に指図するんじゃねえんだぞ。
Ah, shut up. I don't need any lip from you, human. Maybe the head mage will let you enroll if you get rid of them. Beat them if I've got a can of tuna with your name on it. I don't have any. Maybe the head mage will let you enroll if you get rid of them.
なな。
Yeah?
俺様は天才なんだぞ。こんな奴ら一人でも。
Aw. Yeah? I'm Grim, Master Sorcerer. How come I can't even hit one of these little... Aw.
お前らたくさんいて卑怯だぞ。
Ganging up on us? You're a bunch of cowards. maybe I can help.
おい、お前、お化けがどこにいるか俺様に教えるんだぞ。
You, human! You tell me which way the ghosts are. To your left. Oh, nice. Ah, it burns!
あ、当たった。よし、この調子で全員追い出してやるんだぞ。
Yes. Ha! Got one! Keep it up, just like that. And let's clear out the whole lot of them. Ba-ba-ba-bum. It's battle time. Or is it? Ah, it's the twist tunes again. You will encounter many different types of twist tunes. Tap anywhere on the left half of the screen for blue ones, and tap anywhere on the right half of the screen for red ones. Interesting. When the notes and bars are red and blue, tap the left half of the screen for the blue notes, and tap the right half of the screen for red notes. I will completely forget that soon. Some notes appear in pairs at the same time. For single notes, tap the left and right halves of the screens and, yeah, I ain't gonna do that. My fingers. I only got one finger. Yeah, little known fact. Little known owl fact. Hoot toot, I only got one finger. I can't tap twice. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know how we're gonna do this, but we're gonna do it. I think we'll die. I think that's how we'll do it. We'll just die. So many times. How's it going, that one female otaku? Hoot hoot. How you going? How you doing? You just caught us playing Twisted-Wonderland. Hoot hoot. Miss me by a country mile. Hey, human. You gotta be more clear with your directions. I can't hear you. Man, this dubstep. Ooh, secret talk. I want it. Come on. Yeah. No, you stay way back. Man, this music is good. My fire's not hitting anything! What's that? You're saying you want me to listen? Sounds like a pain to me. Huh? Behind me? Okay, that one was pretty good. 3, 2, 1, go! Sweet. You're looking real spooked. That's a big win in a ghost book. Come on now, one of us. Hey human, if you got any cool tricks up your sleeve, better use them now. Of course you don't. You can't even use magic. Oh, I've had it up to here. Yeah. Maybe I should have been a cat. I don't know why I'm doing those way too well. Oh, we got an A. Look at us go. So anywho, you've heard all the nyaos from me, that one female otaku Mary. Hope you're doing really good today. This is our second stream, actually. It seems I'm much more active at night than in the daytime. The true night owl, for sure. Story cleared. Gems 10, Thal marks 1,000. Now, Chapter 6. A move and struggle. Can't believe the ghost was going, one of us, one of us. Chapter 6. A move and struggle. I'm doing a lot better now that I'm here watching your stream. Aw, thank you. I really appreciate that. And I'm sorry work wasn't good today. I hope that this stream really does help you some more. So, this game is actually slam-packed with a lot of good music. And hot anime boys if you're into that. So yeah. Whoa, gotta get out of here! Before we get disappeared for good! Aw. Poof, poof, poof.
あれ勝った
Aw. Huh? Did we win? That was incredible!
はい
Oh,
怖く
oh, jeez. I was scared out of my...
いや
I
全
mean...
然怖くなかったんだぞ
I mean, they didn't faze me one bit.
クリーム様にかかればちょろいんだぞおどうだお化けめ参ったか
Just a walk in the park for a mage of my caliber. What do you gotta say now, ghosties? That's right.
こんばんは。優しい私が夕食をお持ちしましたよ。
I thought he was just gonna walk in and be like, Ada Ada. Good evening, and another gesture of my immense kindness, I've brought you dinner.
ってそれは先ほど入学式で暴れたモンスター。追い出したはずなのになぜここに？
Aw. Wait, that's the creature we ejected for causing trouble at orientation. What is it doing here?
俺様がお化け退治してやったんだぞ感謝しろ
Taking care of your ghost problem, that's what. You're welcome, by the way.
ん？どういうことです？
What is the meaning of this, Staffin? Story time.
そういえば、この寮にはいたずら好きのゴーストが住み着き、生徒たちが寄りつかなくなって。
But, you know, on that topic, I do seem to recall that this dorm had a mischievous ghost problem.
無人寮になっていたのを忘れていました。
Yes. That's why it was abandoned, in fact. The ghost scared away all the students. And then we couldn't find the students. They're just lost in the woods.
あなたたち二人で協力してゴーストたちを追い出してしまうとは。
And you're saying that you two joined forces to drive them away?
協力とは聞き捨てならねえんだぞ
Aw. Joined forces ain't exactly how I'd describe it.
そいつはほとんど見てただけだったし俺様はツナ缶が欲しくてやっただけだし
Hey. More like I drove them away and the human watched. And I only did it because I wanted some tuna.
あ俺様はまだツナ缶もらっているぞ
I never got those cans of tuna you promised. I didn't promise tuna. I said the headmaster would let you in.
お二人さん、ゴースト退治、もう一度見せてもらえます？
Would you two be so kind as to demonstrate your ghost eradication methods for me?
でもゴーストは全部追い払っちまったんだぞそれよりツナ缶
One, no, because I already wiped them all out. And two, no, because where's my tuna? Work usually sucks, and you're very welcome. Your streams always make my days and nights better. Aw, thank you. I hope I do a good job.
ゴースト役は私がします。
Huh. I will play the part of the ghosts.
私に勝てたらツナ缶を差し上げま
As
す。
for the tuna, you'll receive
私
it
優しいので。
when you defeat me. Oh, what generosity, Crowley. Oh, what generosity.
では変身役をごっくん。
Now, to chug this transmutation potion. I was not expecting that, okay. That's fine.
嫌
Oh,
なん
you
だ
gotta
ぞ
be kidding me.
めんど
We
くせ
gotta
え
work
し
together with
ま
the
た
human
こいつと
again?
一緒になんて
It ain't that bad. This could be your chance to enroll.
くねこれで最後なんだぞ今度こそ絶対ツナ缶よこすんだぞ
Alright, but this is the last time. And I better be up to my jowls and tuna afterwards. Thank you. Jowls is a funny word. Just gotta throw that out there. Oh no. Notes come from 4 separate directions and move towards 4 separate targets. Tap the left of the screen for the blue notes and tap the right for the red. We're gonna die. Excuse me, just gotta get some water. There we go. I love doing that kind of voice, but it really throws my throat in for a ringer. Because it's very scratchy. It's fun to do scratchy voices, but ugh. Accept the challenge. There he is. Go on, don't be shy about striking me. I'm too kind to be riled about that. Okay, but you're asking for it. There better be some tuna waiting for me after this. Now, let's commence. In those ghost titties. Sorry. Okay, human. You tell me how much he blinks. If he so much as blinks. Got it? To my left? Got it. Taste this. My, does that ever smart. You've impressed me. I may have to up the difficulty a smidge. Whee! Yeah, why's it gotta be so fast all of a sudden? Can you now keep up with me now? I can and I will. This is child's play for the Great Grim. Making sure the lag doesn't kill me. Yeah, like that. There we go. I wonder just how many of you can elude you at once. Oh no. Well, I'll be. I got every last one. Hey, human, you're killing me over here. You don't gotta be so rough, you know. Yay. Okay, so I don't think we'll ever get an S rank because the lag sometimes throws me away. But other than that, we're always gonna do an A, I think. Maybe B. I'll approach it like I approach my grades. There we go. Got 10 gems and 1,000 thaw marks. Now, Chapter 7, the Principles Rule. Thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight. We've been streaming for 40 minutes. Chapter 7, the Principles Rule. Now back in the hallway.
よしはいどうだ
Well,
なんとまさかモンスターを従わせることができる人がいるなんて。
incredible. I've never seen anyone bend a monster to their will quite the way that you have.
実は入学式騒動の時から私の教育者の勘が言っているんですよね。
I must confess, my educator's intuition did sense something about you after that brouhaha at the orientation, Daphne.
あなたには調教師や猛獣使い的な素質があるのではないかと。
I could tell you had a certain animal trainee, beastmasterish quality about you. Oh yes.
しかし、どう見てもこのか弱さは猛獣使いで猛獣にパックリとやられてしまう。
That said, would it be possible for Grim to stay with me?
なんですって？
What?
モンスター
A
を
monster? Stay here?
お前
Whoa, did you just? Please, sir.
仕方ありませんね。
I suppose I cannot deny your plea.
いいでしょう。
Very well.
本当か？
Really?
しかし
Now, let me be clear.
闇の鏡に選ばれなかった。しかもモンスターの入学を許可するわけにはいきません。
Now, let me be clear. Understand, under no circumstances would I admit anyone to Night Raven College who has not been selected by the Dark Mirror, especially not a monster.
君について元の世界へ戻るまでただ居候をさせるわけにはいかない。
Nor do I intend to allow you, Daphne, to freeload until you're able to return home.
なんだ、ぬか喜びだぞ。
Aw. Never should have got my hopes up.
まあ話は最後まで聞きなさい。
Now, allow me to explain.
あなたの魂を呼び寄せてしまったことに関しては
It was the Dark Mirror that transported you here.
闇の鏡を所有する学園にも責任の一端はある。
Therefore, this school does bear some responsibility for your well-being.
とりあえず当面の宿についてはここを無料でご提供します。
So, I will allow you to remain in this dorm free of charge.
ですが衣食については自分で支払っていただかねばなりません。
However, you will need to pay for your own food, clothing, and incidentals.
手ぶらのあなたが差し出せるものと言ったら
As for how you will do
そ
so...
うだ、こうしましょう。
Oh dear, what are you planning? As for how you will do so, penniless as you are... yes, a fine plan. By the way, welcome. Dapper Tattoo here. Hoot hoot. I am an owl in a teapot. That's about as much as you need to know right now because I am a shapeshifter. And I am in the middle of trying to get into this fine institution of villains and villainesses. I think there's women in this college. Maybe. Anyway. Gulp. What exactly are you planning to make me do?
そんなに身構えなくても学内整備などの雑用をこなしてもらうだけです。
Oh, you needn't seem so alarmed. I'm simply going to ask you to do a few odd jobs around campus.
あなたは見たところ掃除の腕はなかなかのようですし
For what you've done here, Daphne, I can tell you know your way around a broom. A broom? Can't be serious.
ひとまず二人一組で雑用係はいかがです
So, what do you say to you two working together as a janitorial team? Sir. No.
そうすれば特別に学内に滞在することを許可して差し上げます。
Last I saw, there wasn't a house for the evil stepmother. There is no house for that. I can't be that. If you agree to that, I will make a special exception and allow you to remain on campus.
元の世界に帰るための情報集めや学習のために図書館の利用も許可しましょう。
I'll also allow you use of the library so that you may study and research ways to return home. But what if I don't want to go home? This is magic.
私優しいので
How boundlessly charitable I am. Uh-huh.
ただし仕事が終わってからですよ
Ah, but only when your work is over, of course.
そんなの嫌なんだぞ。
What? What kind of deal is that?
俺様もあのかっけえ制服着て生徒になりたいんだぞ。
Aw. I want to put on one of those sweet uniforms and be a student, not sweep up people's junk.
不満ならば結構また外に放り出すだけです
Well, if you're not satisfied with my offer, I can arrange to have you thrown out again.
わかった。やればいいんだろ。やれば。
Yeah. Alright, fine. Let's do it. Fair enough.
よろしいでは二人とも
Wonderful. Then I beseech you both.
明日からナイトレイブンカレッジの雑用係として励むように
To work hard as the newest members of Night Raven College's janitorial staff. Yay. Mr. Clean, Mr. Clean. That's a new Disney song. I'm writing it myself. It's called How to Bleach the Marble Floors. Or more likely the hardwood floors. I think those would be easier to bleach than marble. Because marble, it's not a dye. Marble is marble. So you can't exactly tear it up. Unless, of course, you scratch a bunch of stuff on it and you're basically just sanding it. Making it rough rather than smooth. That's one way to ruin the floor. Then again, this college is magic, so I'm pretty sure they, like, safety-proofed everything. Magically. Of course, again, since it's a magic college, can't you just poof away magic? You know, poof poof all the mess? I'm sure that'll be a joke in here somewhere. Yeah, thank y'all so much for hanging out with me. We've been streaming for almost 50 minutes. Just gotta hang in there with the loading screens. Do. When playing on my other phone, cough cough, I remember having these long loading times as well. So it's not necessarily a hardware issue. It's just, apparently a beefy game of this kind. So, hope everyone's night's been good. Good day, good morning, good night sort of thing. Being able to stream with you guys is actually really nice. Seeing how I can't really get to sleep very easily, it's nice that I'm able to just do something else, rather than just sit in bed just staring at the ceiling. Speaking of bedrooms, does anyone have those glow-in-the-dark stickers anymore? Of like stars and stuff? I don't think I've ever had them before. Just a weird random thought. It'd be really tough to put up the constellations on a ceiling. Especially if you want to get it just right. Because then you have to put up like the entire night sky on your ceiling. And then just be able to understand like, okay, those things over there are constellations. Rather than just putting up the constellations and no other stars surrounding it. Because that makes it too easy. Man, this loading screen's taking a little longer than usual. Must have been a beefy chapter. I think it's because it was a combination of the game and the cutscenes. If it's just a cutscene chapter, then it's easy. It can load it just in time. But if it's combined with the game, like the rhythm games or the RPG battles, then it takes a little while. Which I suppose makes sense. It just gives me time to drink a water. There we go. Water acquired. Do. So yeah, like I said last stream, I heard that an anime of this is coming out soon. And soon again being a relative term. We don't really know much else about it. We just know that a studio is working on it and that it'll be on Disney+. And people were really hoping that there'd be some news on it at the D23. But nothing came. There was no news from there. There was merchandise I saw, just no news, which was kind of sad. But I guess it's to be expected, especially if it's early in the process, then there's nothing really to share. Oh, my night's going a lot now. Bleh. My night's going a lot better now, to be honest. I have my applewood smoked barbecue chips. Ooh, that sounds good, actually. And a room temperature monster, and I have the glow-in-the-dark stars in my room. Oh, nice, nice. I haven't drank a monster in years. It's been about 4 years by now. I drank it when I was a freshman once, and that's because a friend gave it to me. And they're like, here, have a monster, to help you with your studies. I'm like, sure, I usually drink coffee, but whatever. Monster time. And it was not a pleasant experience. I have to be honest with you. My body can't take it. Kimlianti. Howdy, howdy, howdy. Hi, hi, hi. Wave, wave, wave. I am Dapper Tattoo, a shape-shifting owl in a teapot. Sometimes I'm a human, sometimes I'm an owl, but this time I'm an owl in a varsity jacket, and it is nice and cozy. Hope you're having a good day, good night, or good morning. Hope your day is going swell. But yeah, unfortunately we're stuck in a loading screen at the moment, so we're just letting the game do its thing. But yes, we are playing Twisted-Wonderland, and we just got offered the job of janitorial team. Me and Grim, the flaming cat familiar. He's not technically familiar. I think they keep calling him a monster, but he's just a cat with flames, that's all. He's nothing too terrible. But yeah, D23. They had a lot of merchandise for this game, but they didn't share any news regarding the anime. I don't even know which studio's tackling it. Yeah, it's still in the prologue, that's right. Yeah, we just started this game. Additional data needs to be downloaded to play. Oh wow, it's really taking a long time to download. We've got that prompt at least 5 times. Night Raven College, a prestigious 4-year arcane... Night Raven College, a prestigious 4-year arcane academy. Its doors are only open to students deemed magical. As magical as a loading screen. Deemed to possess magical aptitude is determined by a magical artifact, known as the Dark Mirror. Heart's Libule, a dorm based on Queen of Hearts' spirit of strictness. The students in this dorm are expected to abide by her many rules. It's worth it though, at least I think so. I think it's worth it too actually, the music is surprisingly good. And of course, anime boys. Octavenier, a dorm based on the Sea Witch's spirit of benevolence. The students run a campus cafe called Monstro Lounge. Oh, that's cool. Scarabia, a dorm based on the Sorcerer of the Sand spirit of mindfulness. This dorm is home to many thoughtful and intellectual students. Homefiore, a dorm based on the Fair Queen spirit of tenacity. This dorm's students excel at potiology and curses, as well as cultivating a unique sense of style. Unihide, a dorm based on the King of the Underworld spirit of diligence. Its students utilize non-magical technology, giving the dorm a distinctive atmosphere. I love this game though, I'm so biased. Well, technically I tried this game a tiny bit on my phone, on the other phone, and I never just really been able to get to it, you know? Time has never really been on my side for games on my phone. But since we're able to stream, I thought might as well try it again. And it's been a real fun time. I'm curious, whose hand did you take? I took Azul's. Of this one. Excuse me. Of Dorum Octavian, or Octavinel. Azul's hand, yes. I believe he's the... Do they call him... Hand Warden? He's the lead guy of Ursula's school. Yeah, the Octo Mafia boss, that one. Yeah, that's whose hand I took. It was between him and I think his name is Idea, the main guy of Hades. Yeah, House Warden, there we go. I was like, Hand Warden, that's not right. House Warden, yes. See, unfortunately, I was trying to download this data behind the scenes earlier, but it looks like I wasn't able to until I got to about this point. So we're kind of just here, hanging out together while the game downloads some more. So whose hand did you take then, Kim? Yep, that's right. I was deciding between him and Azul, and I decided to go for Azul. Though I really do love, Idea's personality. He's just so, you know, like, reclusive and shy, but then you talk about his interests and he just explodes with activity. I love that personality. Oh, you took Jack Howell's hand. Interesting. Interesting indeed. I know another person who is watching the first stream wanted Jack. I really do enjoy how this game is able to basically turn the whole villain concept on its head. It's not like, oh, these people are, you know, bad or anything. Or at least not in this universe. Yeah, the music is really nice. I really do enjoy it. I enjoy the music in this game a little more than the music in Dreamlight Valley. The Dreamlight Valley music is nice and calming, but this music is very much on point. It's very thematic, and I like it. Though I will admit, I do simp for Savannah Claw's House Warden, though Jack is my favorite son. Aw. Yeah. I like the themes of most of the houses. I don't think there's a single song I don't really enjoy yet. I like how they're all based off of castles. Like, all of them have their own theme. It's just really interesting. Really interesting. The music is wonderful, the art is amazing, the voice acting is great. For all I loved... Let me read that again. I love the production of this game. Yeah. So I assume you heard that an anime was coming soon. Well, again, soon, relative air quotes, but that an anime is coming on Disney Plus eventually. And I also love for events like the Halloween, they go all out. They change the title screen and everything. I do remember seeing that last year. I think that's when I got the game in the first place, but then I just wasn't able to touch it. Now, I get to play. And Halloween is coming up. It is coming real soon. Much closer than Christmas. Maybe this year I'll actually dress up. That'd be kind of fun. Do you have any of the merchandise that they've made? I know a lot of it stays in Japan, but some of it trickles over here. I say this because the Halloween event is here for Twist. Nice. The game is absolutely amazing. My one friend let me play a bit of it and I loved it so much. That's great! I'm glad that you enjoy it too. Yeah, I was kind of, drooling over the Nendoroid designs. I like, the Nendoroid for Riddle, and for Azul. And I think they made one for Idia as well. Basically for all the House Wardens, I think they made Nendoroids. Problem is, they can be a bit expensive, and I can't really convince my bank account to, bend to my will just for Nendoroids. I've yet to get any merch for myself yet. Due it being expensive, I didn't get something to my friends since her birthday's in October. Oh, that's great. Yeah, it'll be cool if they do, like, Halloween merchandise as well. That'd be kinda nice. I wish there was more opportunities to get, like, gacha stuff here in America. I mean, the only gacha that we really have is for kids. It's usually, like, you know, the bouncy balls, or the little tiny knickknacks that are, like, keychain, fobs, and stuff. You know, tiny things, rubber ducks even. But it's nothing of quality. It's nothing, you know, fun, something that you actually want, something you want to keep. All that is in Japan. Far, far away. But then again, I've seen some stores carry them, mainly from Bandai, I think. Those kind of gachas. The gachapon capsules. I know that GameStop is starting to bring them in as well, but it depends. I've been to some GameStops where they don't even have the coins, or the machine quote-unquote stopped working. And they're like, yeah, we don't have the key. It's like, how do you not have the key if you're the store that's carrying it? Later. Of course, knowing how retail tends to work, I can imagine them saying they don't have the key, so that they don't really have to bother with people who don't understand the concept of gacha, and that you get things randomly. You can't just pick out the thing you want. That's the whole point. It's chance. It's a whole random thing. But yeah. Let's see. I'm dressing up for Halloween. I'm being Cardinal Copia from the band Ghost. I gotta get the contacts, the cassock, and Doc Martens steel toe shoes for the costume, since my current work shoes need to be replaced soon. Oh, cool. Unfortunately, I don't know who that band is, but that sounds like a fun time. I've had a Ezio costume. Ezio, excuse me. I've had an Ezio costume in my closet for, 3 years. I've had it for 3 years. And this time I think I'm gonna wear it, even if I don't go anywhere. Because why not? It's Halloween. Though it has been a dream to cosplay as a hobbit. I don't quite have all the materials ready for a hobbit costume, so I'll just stick to being an assassin, I guess. I got my friend Melius mug, keychains of Diasomnia, excuse me, Diasomnia, a twist tote bag, and a handmade Sunsun. Ooh, a handmade Sunsun, interesting. From the air dried clay. Hope she likes them. I'm sure she will. I assume that's her favorite house thing. That's really awesome of you. Yeah, last year I got my friend a Moomin mug. Like, you know, the Adventures from Moomin Valley? I got her a Moomin mug from, I think it's Arabia Mugs. I believe that's the company that makes them. And I was able to get that for her for Christmas, I think. Either that or her birthday a year or two ago. And that's probably one of my best gifts that I've ever given, because she really loves Moomin stuff. And it's really hard to find Moomin things around here. They're all in Finland or Japan. So being able to find anything of a show or game that's not really popular here is really tough. So I'm glad that you're able to find that stuff for your friend. It seems like this download is going to take a while. I mean, we're only at 12%. Yak. Still, that means we could talk, I guess. A good old chatting stream. I mean, this is what happens when I'm streaming and downloading. I think it just takes a long time regardless. But at least we get to hang out together, so that's great. And the music's good. If you would like to grab a snack in Waters, now's a good time. I'm just bobbing along with the music. And that's the last of my water. No. In the meantime, I've been really considering customizing an Nindoroid to be of my other VTuber self, my human form. Because, you know, obviously it's a human. It's much easier to make a Nindoroid out of another human than, let's say, me right now, as an owl VTuber. So, yeah. I have the hair already customized. I have like a 3D printing file of it now. And then I have another person printing it out and painting it. I think hopefully it turns out right, because the dimensions and stuff can be really specific when it comes to Nendoroid. But I think it'll turn out great. So let's see. The band is from Sweden, and I'm absolutely obsessed with them currently. If you like rock music of various genres, they can't stick to one genre, which is fine by me, to be honest. I'd recommend checking them out. Nice. And your favorite part of this game is the story, both the main and side stories in general. The writing in general for Twist is just so engaging, you know? Yeah, I can definitely see that. I do enjoy the characters so far. The characters have always captured my attention. I haven't really encountered a character where I'm just like, next, you know? I never had a desire to like skip any of these scenes, you know? Which is good for a game like this. I mean, can you imagine a visual novel where you're just bored? That would mean like the end of that visual novel, because you wouldn't play anymore. These kind of games, it's all in the writing. Well, then again, it's all in the music, the characters. It's all a bunch of ingredients in one big gumbo. That's what this kind of good stuff is. As is anything else, I suppose. I don't really want to end the stream for the sake of this thing to download, because I don't think it'll even speed it up. I think it'll just be this slow regardless, because, you know, it's several gigabytes of data. But we are kind of crawling, aren't we? 13%. Yay. Of course, downloading such a big file on a phone always takes a long time, because the phone's processing power isn't as powerful as a computer, no matter how great the phone is. Then again, phones nowadays really do rival very old computers. Heck, they even rival some lower-end computers today. Like the cheap laptops, can't compare to a phone. It's interesting. Technology has just come so far. And yet now we're just going back to like flip phones. Imagine that. Didn't think that would come back. What I love is how wide the cast of characters is. 21 characters in total. Wow. That's actually a lot. I didn't even consider that. I was thinking of them separately by house. Wow, 21 characters. And all of them in live 2D. Of course, we could count the ghosts as well, because they're technically characters. They were 3 separate designs. And I assume you see them again. Maybe. Maybe during Halloween you see the ghosts again. That'd be fitting. I also have 2 separate playlists for the band. One is on Spotify and has all the songs they've done except for a few. You also have a YouTube playlist that you're listening to at work. But then they've been on a crackdown on people listening to music, which sort of sucks. Probably gonna be getting a pair of earmuffs to hide the fact that I listen to music. Good plan, actually. But then again, depending on where you work, you really do need to hear what the environment is doing. I can't imagine someone working at a place like Ace Hardware or like Home Depot. You know, a very hazardous place with forklifts and saws and stuff. That'd be kind of dangerous to not be able to hear what you're doing. Or what everyone else is doing. If you count the faculty, it's 26 characters in total. Wow. That's actually quite a lot. Especially for a mobile game. I guess we can technically count Genshin as a mobile game, but is it though? It doesn't really run well on a phone. Unless you have like a very high-end game, like gaming phone, which is a sentence I thought I'd never say, a gaming phone. If you just had a gaming phone that can handle something as tough as Genshin, then that'd be surprising. But yeah, aside from that, most mobile games don't really have that many characters. So it's really interesting to see that in a free game. Yep, Twist is a unique game in its own league. Indeed, indeed. It kind of reminds me of the visual novels that used to be on like the PlayStation Vita or the PSP, the PlayStation Portable. Those kind of games were somewhat big as well. But they were visual novels. You couldn't really explore or do chapters. It was just kind of, you're in the story, one lane track. There's no choice in it. You're just doing the actions and, witnessing the story rather than actually playing a part. So, let me think. This will be the first year that I have both work and school alongside things like holidays and stuff. I wonder how that's going to pan out. I know this particular job, they won't ask me to work on holidays, so that's great. I worked on my birthday, but that's because they didn't know me yet. I mean, I just got the job. It was my birth month. So it was, all of a sudden, they didn't even know who I was. So they wouldn't, care less what my birthday is because they don't know me yet. But now they do. So hopefully next year, maybe I won't work on my birthday. That'd be kind of nice. Let me change the Steam information just yet. Steam information. Twitch information, excuse me. Let's switch it to just chatting. There we go. Let's see, that's because it's a visual novel RPG with battle system and rhythm mechanics thrown into the mix. Twist has so much to offer, and it's really hard to contain my excitement for it because of this knowledge. Yeah, I can imagine. It is quite a unique take on this game. Because usually these sort of games just stick to one thing or another. It kind of reminds me of how Dream Daddy tried to combine things. It was a visual novel first and foremost, but then they threw in tiny little mini games within it, so that it wasn't just the same game over and over, you know? In the meantime, do you want me to let this download in the background while we chat in the cafe, or do you want us to stay on the screen? I can go either or. I just know that this song plays over and over and over, so it might be a little tiresome. And we are at 18%. 19% now. Woo! Either or is fun by me. It's your call. Cool beans. In the meantime, let's mute this for now and head on over to the chatting cafe. Howdy howdy. Hope y'all are doing good. It is I, Dapper Tattoo, once more in the chatting cafe. We haven't actually named this cafe. I've just been calling it the coffee house or chatting cafe. But yeah, usually, sometimes I talk about teas, sometimes I talk about coffees. It just usually depends. Lately, I've been wanting to bake things, but I'd always kind of think back and say, and no one eats my baked goods. It's just me, and I get fat if I eat all my baked goods at the same time, so I can't do that. So I just basically wait until I can find a recipe that my family or friends would enjoy. Otherwise, yeah, it'd be a lot of cookies and scones and stuff just lying around, getting stale. And that's not fun. Quite disheartening, even. Yeah, it feels so homey. Yeah, I believe the artist's name is in here. It's actually in the About page, I think. If you scroll down, the artist is there. Because this is a free asset. And it's really nice of them to make such things. And of course, they do commissions as well. So if you're a streamer and want to get your own little cafe that's just your slice, then that's always an option. Yeah, lately I've been drinking a lot more drip coffee. The kind where you boil your water, you get your grounds all grounded up, and then you get a little coffee filter that's usually made out of like recyclable paper, and then you put it in this little drip thing. It can either be a French press, or it could be just the standalone drip over your mug, and then you pour your grounds into that, you pour the hot water on top of that, and it gravity just drags the water down through the grounds and straight into your mug. That's the kind of coffee I've been drinking lately. Keurig basically threw that into, like a micro sort of thing. They take like little microbrew grounds, put them in a little plastic cup, and then boil the water within the machine, and then just force it through the cup. It's the same principle, but not as good, honestly, because it doesn't really let the water naturally go through the grounds and drag the nice coffee goodness with it. It just skeets through, and it's not very tasty. And you also get the little plasticky taste with the K-Cup as well. Let's see. I work in a factory that makes something. I work in a factory that makes cups and lids, and it's sort of loud with forklifts, but they usually aren't in my area unless they're dropping off blanks. But the department I'm in, which is the cups department, is always busy with mess-ups for the products, where we've got to turn the machines off, get the techs over to help with the issues. I'm sorry. And you've been drinking water and herbal tea, though you're mainly saving the herbal teas for when you're at work. Oh, nice! What kind of herbal teas? It's been a little while since I've drank herbal tea, but the ones that I do enjoy usually have rosehip in it, like the rose petals, because I really enjoy the taste of that. The one that I enjoyed the most was a red hibiscus blend. It had red hibiscus, orange, I think it was dried orange. Yeah. It had some orange, apple, some rose, some chamomile, and the red hibiscus, of course. It was all those good things. And I think strawberry even, too. It was a very fruity and tangy tea, and it's really nice. Let's see, you've been drinking lots of chai tea, water, and energy drinks, but mainly tea and water. Good kids. And you work in an assisted living home as a buzzer, though I mostly wash dishes and wait the tables when mealtime comes around. Nice. Good job to you both then. Hope y'all have good days today. So yeah, where I work, I'm technically what they call a student co-op, but it's essentially, full-time employee in training, essentially. It's basically a program where they open it up to the agency. They open up the student to the agency, and you basically work with the agents that are there, and, they basically feel the waters, and you feel the waters, just seeing if you like the agency, and if they like you. If they like you, then within a year's time, when agency openings pop up, then you're able to apply. And since they already know you, you're more likely to get accepted. So it's a real good deal overall. And it's paid, so that's nice. I was in a congressional internship once, and they didn't pay at all. They were, the very traditional, oh, the experience is your payment. That's worth it already. That's compensation. And it wasn't. I was just answering phones and getting calls from angry constituents and people who weren't even in the state. That's all I did. I just took phone calls and basically took all the beatings that the congressman didn't need. So yeah, that was fun. I also dealt with a paper shredder that choked whenever you put in 2 pieces of paper. And then I'd have to re-oil it and make sure the teeth aren't jammed on the little animatronic pieces or whatever they stuffed in there before paper. It was a fun time though. The people were nice. That's always the big thing, is if everyone's nice, like your other employees and your boss, if they're nice, then you can survive the day. So let me see. I drink all different types of tea though. Lately I've been switching between drinking a berry mixed herbal tea, nice, and a matcha apple ginger with turmeric mixed tea. Oh, that sounds kind of savory. I've actually just tried matcha this year. This month even. No, last month. Last month I tried matcha, and I enjoy it so much. I like the kind that has a little bit of milk powder already in it, and a little bit of sugar, and you pour in your hot water and stir. That stuff is amazing. Matcha cafe au lait. I think it's by Suntory? It might not be, but it's a really nice blend, and it does keep me up. It's not as energetic as coffee, because of course it doesn't have the same caffeine count. It's still technically a green tea, but it is quite nice. I must say, it is quite nice. Let's see, I get a lot of my teas from David's Teas, and I usually put a little milk or cream in it with a little brown sugar or granulated sugar, depending on the blend. That's good. That's good. Good. I usually do brown sugar as well for coffees, but whenever I do teas, I like to do orange blossom honey or local wildflower honey. Of course, the orange blossom is really nice, especially with fruity teas, because then it just enhances the fruit flavor while sweetening it as well. And you get the benefits of honey. So that's always a plus. I love matcha flavored things. They taste so good to me. My mom thinks it tastes like hay though. It does have an earthy taste. I have to say, it does have an earthy taste. But I enjoy it because I grew up on yerba mate, which is also a very earthy tea. And that one is technically an herbal tea. It's not, I don't even think it's a tea family. But it is very tasty, and it does have benefits. And of course, the yerba mate I'm talking about isn't the ones in the yellow cans. Because even though those are tasty, that's just mostly sugar. They just throw in a whole ton of sugar in those cans just to make it taste sweet. And it defeats the point, really. Because yerba mate is supposed to be earthy. That's kind of the thing. It's just random herbs. Well, not random herbs, it's mate. But you know what I'm saying. It's supposed to be earthy tasting. It's not supposed to be sweet. So my job sort of sucks in regards to pay and what you have to deal with. I'm sorry. I'm glad that you're able to relax afterwards, though. It's not one of those jobs where it's like you have to do it for several hours on end, and then you don't really have a hope of relaxing because you gotta do it all over again within 2 hours, rather than a whole night's sleep. So I hope that you're able to relax, have a good time at your house, or wherever you are. I really do thank you guys for hanging out with me, by the way, talking about teas and Twisted-Wonderland. It's a really awesome time. And again, it helps me with my insomnia, because I just don't sleep. It doesn't happen. Sleep doesn't come to me easy. I usually don't get drowsy until about 3 a.m. And to a typical human being, that's bad. Especially if you have work at like 7, but that's me. That's my body. But really, thank y'all so much for hanging out with me. We've been streaming for 1 hour and 28 minutes. And the download is currently at 28%. So it's gonna be a while, unfortunately. Heck, it might even still be going once the stream ends. It's not like that we can play another game on top of it, because that'll just slow down the speeds even more. But chatting is fun. Do any of you like to cook or bake? Recently, I've been cooking soba noodles. And with that, I've also been chopping up and searing sweet bell peppers. And I kind of throw them on top with a little bit of furikake rice seasoning. And it's very tasty. It has teriyaki flakes, bonito flakes, some seaweed, sesame seeds, and I think even a little bit of egg. I'm not entirely sure on the egg. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. Depends on the blend. Let's see, you're able to relax after work at home, which is nice. You love hanging out here. Such a lovely vibe here. Aw, thank you. I'm glad I'm able to provide that with you. And that we're all able to provide that together. Let's see, you like your job? I love talking to the residents. They make my job worth the stress sometimes. As long as they're happy, I'm motivated to do my job to the best that I can. It is my first job that I've ever had. So with that, I want to make sure I keep it going as much as I can. That's good. Yeah, this is technically my first job too, actually. Not streaming. Streaming's not my job. This is me having fun, honestly. Me hanging out with people. But my job is it's actually really nice because I'm able to help people as well. But a little more behind the scenes sort of thing. I'm not really helping people directly. Well, that's kind of a lie. I do help people. I help the agents. And that's real nice. I help them with their cases, which is really interesting because every single one is different. And that just makes the day better for me. You never really know what you're gonna have. How long have you had your job? I started in June. So June, July, August, September, 4 months. Man, I can't believe it's already been 4 months. And I just started my master's program at college. I recently just started that the beginning of August. So I've been in that for about a month and a half at this point. With the job position being a student co-op, I have to be in some form of education for me to stay in the job until they hire me. So, you know, like hire me for real. Let's see, you like cooking and baking. Nice. I just don't have the time to anymore during the week because of work. And when I work, which is around 3 to 11 p.m. Eastern Standard, and I've had my job since May 2024. Oh, excuse me. May 24th of this year. You're the future. But yeah, I honestly haven't been able to bake either. The one recipe that I want to perfect is... What's a recipe I want to perfect? I made dorayaki pancakes once. Dorayaki. I probably pronounced it wrong. But yeah, those pancakes, the little tiny pancakes, they put a filling in between, usually like a red bean paste. My family doesn't do red bean paste, and honestly, I don't either. But if you put Nutella in there instead, people eat it. It's basically just a little Nutella sandwich made out of pancakes. It's amazing. I started my job the day of New Year's Eve, so I've had my job for about 9 months now. I'm honestly impressed how long I kept it this long. Good job. That's awesome. So wait, you started on New Year's Eve? Huh. So you started on a holiday as well. That's interesting. Let's see, you really like baking. I haven't done it in a while though. Sometimes I make dinner for my family though. So I've grown to like that as well. That's nice. My family usually doesn't like what I make, so I usually just make things for myself. When it comes to cooking. When it comes to baking, I'm trying to find recipes that everyone would enjoy. But that's usually just chocolate chip cookies. And even then, they don't eat my chocolate chip cookies. But that's because I experimented that one time. Yeah, what I did was, I got a bar of dark mint chocolate, and I wanted to use that instead of like the normal baker's chocolate. So what I did was, I combined the baker's chocolate, like, you know, like the milk semi-sweet chocolate. I combined that with the dark mint chocolate by getting a hammer, like, you know, like a kitchen hammer, but basically a hammer. I took a hammer and beat those chips out. The bars of the dark mint chocolate, beat them up until they're like nice shards. And then I threw that into the dough, mixed it all up, baked it, and I made two varieties. One that was somewhat chewy, because some family members like chewy cookies, and others like the hard cookies. And so I made both, and people really didn't like it. I enjoyed it though. I would have eaten all of them if I didn't gain any weight from it, but yeah. I want to make that again, honestly. I'd love to try cookies. I love dark chocolate after all, and milk chocolate. Yeah, that'd be awesome. Just be able to share cookies. Like, imagine like the Willy Wonka concept of like a TV where you can grab food and be like, do you want to taste a Wonka bar? Just reach out and take it. Yeah, just take my cookies. Take a picture of my dark mint chocolate chip cookies, just take it straight out of the screen and eat them yourself. That'd be cool. That'd be kind of cool. A little too far in the future though. I have some good baking recipes that I can share with you if you'd like, Dapper. That'd be nice. If you want to join the Discord and throw that into general or in the good stuff channel, that'd be awesome. We could even make like a recipe channel. There you go. Join the tea cupboard. You know what you want to. Not sure why I turned to Betty Boop there. That's fun. But yeah, let me know if that link doesn't work. I'd love to try those cookies, Dapper. They sound so good. I need to throw in a recipe then. I only have it printed in my family's cookbook. Because what I usually do is I find recipes that I like, print them out or even type them out myself with a picture, and then just tuck it into like a spiral notebook. Oh no, not a spiral notebook. The 3-prong binders. The ones that you put like the little paper dividers in with the clear sheets. Yeah, I do that. But yeah, those cookies, another thing that I did kind of special was that before you throw them in the oven, you basically sprinkle some, I think it's called moringa? Basically just brown sugar, but like the thicker crystals, you take a little bit of that and sprinkle on top of each cookie, so that once it starts cooking, then it gets kind of like that nice textured sweet outside on the cookie. I think I might have done that halfway through the cooking process rather than immediately, because if it goes in the full time that the cookie's being cooked, then it might melt into the cookie as well, you know, like combine on top, rather than keeping that sort of sugary consistency on the outside. So I may have to replicate that process and see what I did. And it makes the kitchen smell nice, so that's always a plus. Yeah, go ahead and drop the recipes. Let me see. I see. Alright, so if you do join the Discord, please drop the, let me see, in the tea shop? No. Please drop the recipes in the Media and Creatives channel, called The Good Stuff. I think it has, dango as the symbol. But yeah, no pressure. You don't have to join if you want. Yeah. Also, let me know if that link doesn't work. I'll be able to generate a new one real quick. Aw, thank you. Yeah, I really do want to make those cookies again. But I know that my dad enjoys scones more, which are basically just dessert biscuits, essentially. But they're really tasty. I don't quite care for them much because he likes pieces of fruit in them, like blueberry or orange. I think orange. Did I put orange in last time? I know to get the orange flavor, I used fresh squeezed oranges to get the juice. Basically like orange extract. And threw that in there. Oh yeah, orange zest, that's what it was. I did orange and lemon zest. Basically shave the fruits a little bit with a cheese grater to get the nice particles from the skin. You basically throw that into your baking, and that gives you the fruity taste. Let's see, I have a feeling you might like Trey Clover when we meet him. He comes from a family of bakers, according to the other characters. His sweets are amazing. Oh, Trey Clover. Nice. Based on his name, let me guess what house he's from. Well, Clover isn't exactly a card face, but it could be. Some people call the clubs clovers. So yeah, I guess he is in the Hearts Level house. Twist fandom likes to label Trey Clover as the dad figure of Hearts Level, which I think is kind of cute. Oh, that's right. Yeah. Yeah, I thought... Isn't he younger, though? Isn't he a freshman, rather than the sophomore or junior? I don't quite remember all the characters of the houses yet. Hopefully I will soon. I know Riddle is the house warden for that one, because he's all strict and follows the Queen's rules to a T. So let's see, it looks like that the game is at 37%. Slowly but surely getting there. And at that, we've been streaming for an hour and 41 minutes. Nice, nice, nice. So yeah, the scones are a little more fun to cook than cookies because you get to beat the dough up and, you know, just throw it around and try to shape it. It's kind of fun. And then, after that, you cut it into little triangle wedges. And that's always fun because once they start off small, you throw them in the oven, suddenly they go poof, and they're big. It's fun times. Trey's actually a junior and the vice house warden of Hearts Level. He's actually older than Riddle, who's a sophomore. Nice. I remember that he was younger than the rest of the members. Or most of the members. I know one of the members is a freshman, but his grades aren't very good. So I wonder now how he got the position of House Warden, even though he's younger than the eldest. Because I thought most House Wardens were usually the older member. Maybe it's because he's so staunch in his rule keeping. So let me think. I could potentially make a tea now. Oh, no. It's already almost 1 a.m. for me, and boiling water around my family at night is probably not the best idea. I don't want to wake them up with the tea kettle going bee. So maybe a diet soda or something will do. Or water, of course. Water's always nice. Let me see. Do. Trying to think of any other recipes that I've been meaning to try. Oh yeah, I tried making orange chicken from scratch once. That was fun. I don't think I got the sauce quite right. The orange wasn't quite orangey enough. But it was very tasty. So I guess I got that right. And the breading was good. So let's see. Apparently different houses have different ways of choosing their house warden. For Hans Leibel, one of the ways to become the house warden is the challenge. The current house warden to a magical duel. Riddle always won the duel automatically thanks to a signature spell off with your head. Interesting. So he's not necessarily cheating to get house warden, it's just that his spell is overpowered. That's interesting. Because I know when he was dealing with Grimm in the prologue, his spell was basically negates magic. He basically throws some kind of, like, handcuffs on you, and they dispel any magic that you try to throw against it, until you're basically thrown off campus or something like that. So that'd be very interesting. Like, that's how he always wins, is that his magic just cancels out anything else. Of course, what happens when he's not dealing with a magical being? Then he's just kind of, neutral. At least that's my theory. So, let me be right back. I'm going to grab something to drink. Because doing Grimm's voice really did get me. it kind of does a number on my throat. Even though I love doing those kind of scratchy voices, I need water. I need water. Wow. Little fun fact. When I was starting voice acting, back when I was a little self-conscious boy, in freshman year of college, I basically took part in a fan dub of Adventures from Moomin Valley. And even though the fan dub really didn't pick up, I was able to make a lot of friends through it. And from there, we basically decided to go, okay, at first we were doing like authentic dubs of Adventures from Moomin Valley. Like, you know, taking episodes that were only subbed and dubbing them as naturally as we could. Even though we were doing that, let's make something for fun. Let's just make basically like the abridged series. We were essentially doing like Moomin's abridged, and it was really fun. And my character that I always played was a character named Sniff. He's basically like a brown weasel character, and he had like a scratchy voice like Grimm, and he was always fun for me to play, even though I initially auditioned for someone else. So let's see. I missed something. I can't make any hot drinks because it would wake my dad up. and he doesn't sleep very well to begin with, so I have to be more careful with when I get or how loud I am. I get that entirely. I definitely feel your pain there. I also sent the link to one site I used for recipes in the Good Stuff channel on your server. Thank you so much! Let me check that out right now. We've got the time. All recipes, yeah. I am very familiar with all recipes. This is the site that I use to find my recipes. It's one of my favorites because it has the option to search by ingredient option. That's actually really nice. Especially if you can't do, like, meats, or like you don't want to do any meats, animal meats, like chicken and pork and fish. If you just want to go vegan, then that's actually a really good option to just go by ingredient. To just basically avoid all animal-based protein. Let's see, Riddle's actually a magic prodigy. Prodigy. Go deep into Riddle's backstory, delving into spoilers. All I can say is that Riddle's backstory is actually pretty sad. Aww. Yeah, that seems to be the running trend when it comes to prodigies. They're always wanting to do the very best, and they're so pressured to be the best that anytime they slip up is basically... They basically think that they failed something or someone, when really, they're doing the best that anyone can imagine. And so anything they do is amazing. So they shouldn't feel so bad when they mess up, because everyone does. Even the experts. So cheer up, Riddle, who can't hear me. Oh yeah, that's right, I need to go get a drink. So I'll put us in the BRB for now. Because I will BRB. Howdy, I'm back. So, hope y'all have been having a good time so far. I know that, we're just chatting for now because the game is gonna take a little time to download everything that it needs to download. Let's go check back on its status real quick. It's at 44%. So, yeah, it probably won't be done by the end of the stream. Because, unfortunately, I do have to go into the office tomorrow. And where I live is, it's a little far, unfortunately. With the job being in the big city where I am, it's not always nice to go there in the morning. Because traffic is a beast. It's a beast that no one can tame, apparently, because our infrastructure sucks. I guess it's better than many places, but it's not good. It's not saying much to say that it's better than other places, because other places just have dirt roads. Or no roads at all. Meanwhile, our place has too many roads, to the point where they're just all stocked up, and half of them are under construction regardless. But yeah, enough about that. I got some Diet Dr. Pep. Actually, Dr. Pepper Zero Sugar. Cherry. Because, it's good. I usually don't promote sodas, I just usually talk about teas and coffees. So yeah, this is the first time I'm just like, yep, soda. It's a thing. Sorry if you hear the can open. A little ASMR for you. There we are. Let's see, I mainly use it for finding recipes that don't have shellfish or crustaceans, or anything similar because you're mildly intolerant to it, and it upsets your tummy. I just combined tummy and stomach. Sorry, my stomach. But I can't have regular fish like cod or haddock. I can't also have anything with lactose in it like milk or cheese, but I eat and drink it anyways. Yeah, most people shouldn't eat milk and cheese, from what I've heard. It's like humans in general just lack something in their guts to properly digest it. So eventually, intolerance rears its head. But some people, it's fine. Like they never get the rumbly tumblies from it or anything. Not even when they get older. So good for them, I suppose. I will miss eating ice cream though. I'll tell you that much. If I get any intolerance to milk, then yeah, I will miss ice cream for sure. Of course, have you tried goat milk before? It's actually... At first, I didn't like goat milk because I was like, ugh, that doesn't sound right. Why are you milking goats? But it's actually good for you. It has different nutrients than, like, cow's milk, and it doesn't give you the intolerance that whole milk from cows do. It lacks the things that cow's milk has that causes those troubles. So it's interesting. And the taste it's not bad. When I tasted goat's milk, it basically tastes like watered down normal milk. So it's not bad. It's not bad at all. Unfortunately, it's slightly more expensive because, people don't milk goats all that often, at least not around here. Much less for, wholesale. So it's a little more expensive than normal milk. But it is good. It's good for you and just overall good. I tried having it with cereal because I'm a big cereal guy for breakfast. And I could hardly tell the difference. I know some of my friends enjoy almond milk or soy milk. I can't. Unfortunately, with those milks, I could taste the difference immediately, and it's just so different because I grew up with whole milk. I know what milk tastes like. So those kinds of milks I can't gravitate to very well, unless it's in coffee. For some reason, if you put it in coffee, it tricks me, and I'm like, this is good. Like if you make a mocha out of it, I probably wouldn't taste the difference. I wouldn't know. The coffee's too powerful. The chocolate's too powerful, or whatever you put in it. Let's see, there is actually lactose-free ice cream, and it's the same as regular ice cream, but no lactose. Nice. Same taste. That's good. Have you ever tried a dish called shrimp ceviche? It's one of my favorite foods of all time. It sounds familiar. I might have it, but I don't remember it off the top of my head. I like the oat and almond milk. I haven't had oat milk before. I haven't tried oat milk. That might be something I'll try next time. I just know that the almond milk really didn't trick me. I could definitely taste where it came from. And it's just the whole process confuses me. Like, I can understand coconut milk. Coconut milk is good for you. It replenishes your hydration, and it has a whole bunch of potassium and the correct sugars that your body needs. It's a good thing. It just makes you pee. Almost immediately. But aside from that, it's really good for you. Coconut milk, highly recommend, but it's not really milk per se. It's basically water stored inside the coconut fruit. That's basically what it is. At least that's how I can best describe it. Oh, shrimp ceviche, it's a shrimp dish baked in lemon juice with diced cucumbers, red onions, tomatoes, and cilantro. Excuse me. That does actually sound really good. It sounds Mediterranean almost. But yeah, that actually sounds really good. I think I might have had that. Or I might be confusing it with a soup that's very similar. It's a soup that has the shrimp and lemon, cilantro on top, and I think maybe corn. Like the corn kernels, you have like the sweet corn inside the soup, and it just kind of floats along with it. And I think it's a milk-based soup, so more like a broth? I'm not sure how to describe it actually. Like a cream soup, there we go. Like mushroom, like cream of mushroom soup. That's something I used to cook with my dad. But the problem is that we have the base recipe, I think from all recipes, we'd have the base recipe, but from that we'd improvise. So whatever we do in that one instance, and it's hard for us to replicate because we just forget to write down what we did. So we could make like the best soup ever, and not be able to replicate it ever again because we didn't write it down. It's a shame, but at least you remember that the soup was good. That's always a good memory, right? Knowing that you cooked a really good soup. And that somehow you can replicate it again if you just remember how. One of my grandmas really wants me to cook that soup again because she really enjoyed it. And we sent her the base recipe, but also explained, like, yeah, we improvised it. Sorry. So you have, like, all the ingredients there, but there may be more of this or less of that. Or add this spice, or add, I think, cream sherry to the mushrooms when you're searing them. Something like that. So it's really hard to replicate that process. It'd be a fun time if we could, though. Yeah, cream of mushroom soup. Let's go. It's really good for the cold season. So hopefully it'll get cold so that we can make that again. So let's see, the game is at 50%. Slowly but surely getting there. I really am afraid that it'll have to continue once we're, done streaming for the day. But that just means that the next time that we stream, the game will be nice and prepared for us. Oh, Kim, or Kimti, since you know a lot more about this game than I do, there was something that I heard about the game during its production that I wanted to, I guess, clarify or make sure I got right. I remember hearing that some of the illustrators for the characters, designing everything, if I remember correctly, didn't they come from Square Enix? I'm not 100% sure, but I remember something like that. Like they were well-known illustrators that worked on several other well-known franchises, and that they came to this project to work on the character designs. So I don't remember if they were a really good artist that came from like a Final Fantasy series, or if they were like a really good manga artist that just kind of came over here to Disney to help out. I remember something like that, but hopefully you can help clarify, or maybe just correct me and say no, they're just people. Let's see. I had cream of mushroom soup 2 weekends ago, and I added more milk than water to it to make it creamier. That's always a good idea. The main story writer and the character designer for the characters is Yana Togoso, the creator of Black Butler. There it is. Thank you. Thank you so much for clarifying. I knew something was familiar here. I was like, this seems familiar. Like in a good way. A good familiar. Yeah, they are amazing. Don't get mad, but I never actually seen Black Butler. I've only seen pieces. I've only seen tiny little pieces. Hell hurt me. I grew up in a household that didn't watch anime, so I didn't watch anime until like late high school. And even then, I started on Sword Art Online. I know everyone starts on Sword Art Online. That's the whole thing about it. It's like the best beginner's anime. But then once you grow up from there, you know, going to, you know, much better stories and characters and stuff, it's like, oh, why did I start here? But then again, I guess it's good as it is, you know? That kind of thing. Like, you don't really... Like in anything else in life, you don't start off with, like, the best thing. Because if you don't like it, then you basically wasted a lot of money on something you don't like. Rather than starting off on something simple, something basic. And then from there grow to, you know, grow to better things. Let's see, I haven't seen much Black Butler, but there... either, but I can admit that Tbosso writing is amazing based on what we've seen in Twist. I can see. It's really good. I really do enjoy the story so far. Let's see, it's one of my favorite mangas, to be honest, and it's definitely worth the read. Interesting. So, it seems like that you much prefer the manga than the show. Or the animes. I started off with an anime called Hitalia. I know about Hitalia. My friends in the high school really, really loved that show. They really loved that series entirely. Inuyasha. I don't know what that one is. Is that the one with the cat samurai? Like, you know, like the humanoid one. The one with the white ears and the tail and the red robe. Let's see, my first anime was actually School Life in Hitalia. Oh, 2 Hitalia fans. Nice, nice. Didn't they recently make some Nendoroids for it? I know France is being sold now, and Great Britain too. The characters, I mean, not the countries. Let's see, Italia fanfics traumatized me, to be honest. I have, yeah, fanfics. There's good ones, and then there's not good ones. Unfortunately, you don't know which one it is until you start reading. Man, I remember my first days on the internet, when I didn't know what I was doing. When it was a little more innocent than it is now. Like, remember when Tumblr was the big website that everyone would go to? Or MySpace, even. MySpace was a time. I never started it. I never really dipped my toe in it. I just knew it existed, and I was like, okay, that's fine, but I don't socialize in real life. Why would I socialize online? Oh boy, has that changed. To be honest, the kind of animes that I enjoy are very much the slice of life ones. Call me basic, but I really enjoy those. I'm not the hugest fan of... I forget what the genre is called now, but isekais, I think. The ones where it's like, oh wow, I'm transported from my ordinary world into a magical place, or a futuristic place, or Armageddon. You know, I'm kind of sick of that trend right now. Unless someone really breaks the rules with theirs, it's really getting old. It's like, oh boy, what new world are we going in now? Oh boy, you're the main character who's gonna solve all the problems of this world that's been having these problems for thousands of years. Oh joy. Oh, what's that? You have like 10 love interests in this world when you had none in your real world? Oh boy. You know, I wonder what will happen next. Ever. Have you ever seen Fruit Baskets? I heard of it, but no, I haven't actually watched that one. You've read all of the cursed ones, and they still haunt my dreams. I'm sorry. Yeah, I think I've heard of Fruit Basket. Or Fruits Basket. I've heard of it, but I don't think I've actually seen it. There was one that I started Unfortunately, I forgot the name of it because I just haven't been on any sites like Crunchyroll or Funimation or Verve. I haven't been on any of those in months now because, I just don't have time. We got other things to do. But, fanfiction.net for Hitalia. Did you ever read or see the one fic on... If you paraphrase it as the one fic, I probably didn't. Because I probably avoided it at all costs. If you have any other questions involving twists, feel free to ask, and I'm happy to answer as best I can. Thank you. Yeah, I might have a few more as time goes on. Speaking of, we're at 54%. Yay. Let's see, my sister has seen all of it. Oh boy. Fruit baskets. Oh, gotcha. But yeah, the one slice of life, I guess it's technically an isekai, but it's like a much more tame one, and it like changes the concept. Because it's a very chill anime. The one where I think it's called A Restaurant in Another World? Something like that? I think it has 2 seasons, or like several iterations of it. But basically, there's this human restaurant in Tokyo somewhere, and they have a nice fancy wooden door that every 7th day of like the 2nd month or something like that, some kind of timeline, it poofs into other dimensions and other worlds, and characters from those worlds just kind of walk into the restaurant all confuzzled, and they get a meal, a nice human meal, and then they're flabbergasted and just like, oh my goodness, this is the best thing I've ever tasted. My world doesn't have this. And then they go back to their world dreaming and prophesying about this door that takes them to another world, and they just constantly talk about the favorite dishes that they eat. It's just a very nice anime. It's just very chill. There's no giants trying to kill all of humanity, breaking down walls and eating people. There's none of that. There's no zombies terrorizing. There's no dark demonic forces trying to tear down civilization and time itself. None of that. It's just food. It's just food, ooh-woos, and you go back to your world going, man, I wish I want that soup again. It's just very simple, and I enjoy it. Canned pineapples. What? Canned pineapples? Let's see, it depends. There are a few fanfics for Italia, so you have to be more specific. Yeah, true. There's plenty of fanfics on everything, even. Heck, there's even fanfics for Berenstain Bears. I found that out the hard way. It's such a niche thing, It's like, why would that have fanfictions? It does. It's the weirdest thing. You haven't read Gutters? No, I have not. But yeah, Restaurant in Another World, that's kind of my thing. It's just very chill and wholesome. That's the thing. It's just, there's no problems. Or if there are problems, it's usually because there's not enough food. That's it. It's either someone trying to replicate the recipe and they can't figure it out, or they're just impatient and they want to get back in the restaurant, but they can't until that time comes. Have you read Danish Slaughterhouse? No, I have not. Another anime that I love, and the manga that I eventually want to read of it is Recovery of an MMO Junkie. I just love the crap out of that series. It's just so wholesome and cute. It's basically what everyone hopes for. They play the video game, and they fall in love with the video game life, but then the world basically beats them down to the point where they say, you know what, I give up for a little bit. Like, they don't necessarily give up, but they basically said, nope, I need to take time for myself. I just need to go back to what I love and play games. Just for a little bit, just for a month or two. Just let me just hang out. Let me, de-stress. And so they go back and de-stress in the video game world, make so many friends, and, basically remember what it means to have fun in life. And then they find love. It's just the cutest little thing. It's the cutest anime. I love it. Let's see, I was more into Access and Garuta. Interesting. I've read Sweetheart. Yeah, I do not know any of the fanfics, unfortunately. That is not my field. If you saw my Wattpad library, you'd be questioning my sanity. One of my friends, or a couple of my friends actually, like writing fan fictions. I don't know if they necessarily write them on animes, but they do write them on several fandoms. One of them that she really enjoys is the Metal Gear franchise. Like, that's kind of her thing. She really loves Metal Gear, and she writes some really good fan fiction for that. And then she also writes Star Wars fan fiction of characters that we really don't see on any of the shows or movies. Well, no, Thrawn's in a show, and he'll be in, I think, the Ahsoka show as well. But yeah, she writes Star Wars fan fiction, Metal Gear fan fiction. I think lately she's been dabbling into Spider-Man? Maybe Spider-Man, I don't quite remember. But yeah, she's really good at that. I really do enjoy her writing. And her writing style just fits whatever she's diving into. And she's actually on the Discord as well. Let me see what her name is on that particular server. I gave her the title of... what title did I give her? Neko-chan. And her title is the Neko Tea Kettle. Yes. Yes, they write really good fanfiction. So I highly recommend them. And I don't know if she actually has a Wattpad or is on the fanfiction.net. I don't remember what she writes on. But if you want to talk to her and see if you can read some of her stuff, by all means. Yeah, they're not really for the faint of heart, to be honest. Yeah, I understand. Dapper, you do not want to read any of the fanfiction I mentioned because they are traumatizing. Noted. Noted for sure. Yeah, I'm too much of a sweet pea for tragedies. I mean, heck, that's why I can't stand zombie franchises. Like anything zombies. I just can't. It doesn't sit well with me. It's not necessarily the violence that gets me, because it's, you know, there's too many things nowadays that are violent. Even in our real world, there's so much violence. I'm just kind of used to it. But with zombie franchises, it's just the whole thing connected to, like, you know, people that were once people are now walking around eating other people or biting other people or whatever, spreading things, and they're not themselves anymore. That whole concept really screws with me. It just makes me sad every time I think about it. Because it's just like, oh, that was a person once. You're like, oh, that was someone's grandma. Nope, that was someone's mom. Oh, that's someone's boyfriend. Nope, they're dead now. You know, they're just walking around biting other people. It's just really sad. I really don't like the concept. And it's never consistent. Every single movie and show franchise tries to twist the whole thing and they're like, oh, but these zombies are from radioactive waste. Oh no, these zombies are from an ancient curse that someone knocked over a gravestone and caused by accident. Oh no, these zombies, they're from a lab experiment. Wink wink. Just whatever. War flashbacks, yeah. Yeah, I can just imagine it's those kind of fan fictions where it's like, oh dear. I'll take that as a yes, oh. Okay. To be honest, I've really been contemplating like karaoke streams. But the problem is the songs that I like to sing, they're not usually the popular songs. That's kind of the thing. And with, you know, copyrights being a thing lately, music is really tough to do. Because wherever you have your video, even live, your stuff can be taken down because it's like, oh, this is copyrighted, can't sing that. Nope, can't have those instruments, can't do that. Oh, you sound too close to the original singer? Cancel. You know, live stream, over. So it's really tough to do karaoke, especially with a small following, I suppose. Like bigger Twitch streamers, it's like they can get away with karaoke because they're big, they're gigantic. They're so popular, canceling them is not the way to go for a company. So let's see, your library is a blend of X-readers, random fictions, banned fiction, excuse me, anime fiction, basically the tags that you can think of. Nice. You and I are on the same boat then. Cool beans. Glad y'all connecting. We're just bonding together over a download screen. Speaking of, we're at 60%, so fingers crossed that it'll be done before I have to go to bed. Though it is already 1:30 in the morning. Thank you for the follow, Kim Lanty. Thank you so much for following. I don't have flowers. I don't have cookies. I don't have coffee. I have nothing. I have nothing to give you but my love. That's all I got. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you for the follow. Yeah, unfortunately my streams are kind of irregular. Usually I try to stream at least once a week, but you know how masters and job and all that kind of combine into time black holes. So I try to stream whenever I can. So if you ever see me pop up on your little Twitch feed, then please come on in anytime. And the Discord's always open. It's fine, the great time I've been having is more than enough payment. Aw, that's nice. Let's see, yep, and do you have Discord? If so, Dapper server, come and hang out with us there. Yeah. Yes, join the tea cupboard if you'd like. There you go. It's okay if you don't have a Discord, though. You know, like, no pressure to, like, join one or anything like that. It's also quite tame. I know that there's certain, Discords that are, like, notifications every minute, you know, nah, this server's really chill. Not much going on inside it. So you can just kind of post whatever you'd like, you know, pictures of your cat or anything, recipes, coffees, teas, recommendations, things like that. Or just general things, even like Twisted-Wonderland or games that you enjoy. You can just talk about whatever, and we're all here for it. Welcome to the Discord. Glad you're here with us. Let me just give you the roles that you deserve. You are a Tika. Yes. Welcome. Yeah, I honestly do need to construct a bot that does things like pronouns and the different tags within the game, or within the server. I really should do that, but I've never managed to figure it out. Because Discord bots really throw my head in spin. There's just certain things about them that I don't quite comprehend. But one day I will. So let's see, the server is amazing. I love it so much. It's definitely one of my favorites. Aw, thank you. Yeah, for the longest time, it was just very quiet because, you know, this is a brand new server. People, you know, testing in the waters, see what you can talk about and stuff. But yeah, I hope that you all enjoy your time there. Let's see. We have been streaming for 2 hours and 20 minutes. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. When it comes to the VOD later on that we'll post on YouTube, I think we'll have to slightly cut it so that if it's just focusing on Twisted-Wonderland, then it'll basically be all the portions of Twisted-Wonderland. But if it's not about Twisted-Wonderland, then it may be, you know, pushed aside to just being Twitch only. But we'll see. I might do like a combo thing where it says Twisted-Wonderland plus just chat. Because chats are fun, honestly. Dappy, if you like, I can help with the roles. I definitely appreciate that, yeah. Because I really don't understand Discord bots. I know several servers have them, and that I could try to replicate them, but yeah, it's very time consuming. And I don't want to take any time out of your day if you're wanting to relax, you know? I don't want to post, like, you know, an extra extra burden on your day. On a random side note, I think I may have to take my blue light glasses to work, because lately my eyes have been it hasn't been really good on my eyes, being very computer centric and technology based most of the day, because my master's is online, so all my readings are online or on the computer, and all my discussions and papers I type online, so it's at the computer, and then my work, the majority of it, is on the computer, typing reports and checking databases and such. So it's a whole lot of sitting, and it's a whole lot of staring at computer screens. So my eyes are usually not happy with me in other parts of the day. So definitely need to put on glasses. Yeah, welcome to the Discord, Kimley and Tees. Thank you, Kimley and T. Thank you so much for joining. I hope that you have a fun time there. Oh, and Rex added the recipe website that they like to peruse as well. So that website definitely has a lot of recipes, because that's where I've gathered a few recipes, actually. A few baked good recipes from there. I think you even grabbed a pumpkin spice coffee recipe from there too. That one, I've been trying to replicate pumpkin spice coffee at home. I kinda got it, not quite. I think it's because I'm using the pumpkin puree, and the coffee shops usually don't. They usually use some kind of artificial pumpkin syrup. They use that instead of, real pumpkin, because people are usually turned off by having vegetable in their coffee. A squash, basically just ground up and minced into their coffee. They're not really into that. But have that flavor in a syrup that easily dissolves, much tastier. It's a whole palate thing, I think. People don't like the gritty texture in coffee, which I understand. Yeah, in other news, yeah, I found that recipe on All Recipes, I think. So I'll have to perfect that as fall continues. Let's see, you're fairly good with yagpdb.xyz. I don't know what that is, but cool. In regards to reaction rolls, oh, thank you. So I can set the rolls up that way. That sounds like a good idea. Let me see if I need to give you any permissions to do that within Discord, because I know certain Discords are very let me see, rolls. Let's see, permissions, privacy settings. That's not it. Server settings, there we go. Safety setup, moderation, integrations, roles, members, user management, roles. Integrations. I may have to give you a new role entirely. Create role. Permissions, manage channels, manage roles. There we go. View audit, manage webhooks, manage server, create invites, manage nicknames, manage messages, manage threads, syntax to speech, gun. Will have very permission and will also bypass all transmission information. For example, these are access. Okay. I think that should be good. And saving. There you go. You should have the new role of role manager. Yeah. Let's see, what did I miss? I use pumpkin syrup and puree depending on what I'm making. Interesting. My favorite part of pumpkins are the seeds. Pumpkin seeds are really good. I really do enjoy the sprouted kind that have a little bit of like sea salt on them, I think. Those are really tasty. By the way, Dapper, I hope it's okay if I call you that. Of course! Go ahead. You can call me Dapper Tattoo, Daffin, Teapot, whatever. You can just call me whatever. How are we on the twist loading screen? We are currently at 66%. So we're a ways away, unfortunately. But yeah, we're at 66% on the loading screen. The download is taking its time, that's for sure. But it's a very chunky download. Yep, slowly but surely getting closer. Excuse me. Sorry, just added some water. There we go. Let's see, it looks like that we've been streaming for 2 hours and almost 30 minutes. 2 hours and 30 minutes. It's actually been going quite well. I've noticed that I'm much more energetic and just happy when I stream at night. Which is a blessing and a curse because I should be sleeping, but I can't. So it's just really strange for me that I am the most energetic and just overall, you know, charismatic? Is that the term? I'm like much more in character and just ready to stream at night than I am in the daytime. In the daytime, I'm just kind of dead to the world. It's really, it's a very weird quirk, I guess. Let's see. I only played a little bit of it, so I'm not that familiar with it, to be honest. And I played it a while back, too. I think when it was first released, so I don't remember much. Yeah, that's how I was. I think I started it when it first began, and I just didn't touch it. I didn't get past the prologue, even back then. I don't think I even fought the ghosts. That's so weird. I don't think I didn't get far at all. So this is as far as I've gone. Ever. So that's fun. It's a whole new world. Yeah, you are the veteran player of Twist. Congratulations, you've been nominated. Here's your medal. Hold on, I could do that. One second. Wrong thing. There we go. Here's your badge. We'll just tack it on me real quick. We're the Twisted-Wonderland police. Yeah, of course you love it. It's the logo. It's the mirror. It's the perfect badge, honestly. It's the right size. Don't worry though, I'm happy to use all the knowledge I know to help you in case you need it. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And welcome, welcome. I am Dapper Tattoo, Hoot Hoot, a shape-shifting owl that goes from human to owl in a teapot. Thank you so much for joining us. We've been streaming for 2 hours and 32 minutes, and we're honestly just waiting for the game to continue downloading in the background, because it definitely needed an update that we can't avoid. And because streaming and updating, downloading something usually takes time, it might not finish before the stream's over. But it'll be ready for the next stream, so that'll be great. But yeah, before this game, we were playing, hey J-Thumb. Howdy howdy. Welcome back. But yeah, before this game, we were playing, Disney Dreamlight Valley. And I really enjoy that game, honestly. Because it combines, like, the best of Animal Crossing and Stardew Valley into a Disney atmosphere. And I actually enjoy that. It's really cool to see all the characters, like, together in a universe, just kind of living out their lives, while staying in character, but also breaking it to interact with others that they wouldn't normally interact with. So it's just a really fun concept that I enjoy. Yeah, but little Twisted-Wonderland pin, yeah, it's actually a badge for, Kim Lanty. Yeah, it's a badge for them because they're the veteran. The Twisted-Wonderland veteran. They know so much more about this game than I ever do. They got all the backstories and all the tips and lingo. Heck, I didn't even know Twist was the little side name for it. The slang name. I didn't know. The more you know. Badge. Sure. It's basically a pin. A badge is just a very big pin. But yeah, let's see how far the download is going. We're at 68%, so we grew 2% from then. Interesting. I guess it depends on the badge construction. There are some that have like the safety pin sort of connection, where you poke it through your clothing and then poke it back to pin it back to the badge. There's that kind of fastener. But then there's the kind where it's like the enamel pins, where it's just one sharp stick, a tack essentially, that you pierce through your clothing, and then you have a little bracket at the end of it that holds it and keeps it from stabbing you. So yeah, there's those two kind of badges. And then of course there's the Velcro kind, which is kind of lazy, but it's efficient. It's interesting because the agency that I work for doesn't have a uniform. It's just business casual, so we all look different. There's no real uniform to anything. We don't, like, wear badges or anything. We do have cards, like ID cards, and that's like the closest thing to a badge currently. I mean, they have badges, but I don't, because I'm just a student. I'm just a wee little owl at my computer. But it's still fun. It'd be interesting if we ever did get, like, a uniform to stick by. Because then I'd have, like, a little fancy badge. Or some kind of pin, or something. At least I don't have to wear a tie. That's nice. It's a little social noose, if anything. Just a little silk... Nah. Not into them. I know ties look nice, but I don't like them. I don't like wearing them. I don't like preparing them. I don't like having to figure out if it's my length or not because I'm so short that ties sometimes don't work. It's just a bad idea. I don't like ties. Let's see, I only know so much to do playing it, and it's being my current fixation. True. That's kind of how I am with most games. I hate how my attention span is that of a squirrel. I go from one game to another game to another game to another game to another game. And it's not a very great way to be, especially if you buy like a lot of games and then you just kind of look back at your library and you're like, huh, I have a lot of games. How did that happen? Like before these Disney games, we were playing Cult of the Lamb. And that's actually a really fun game. I'm surprised how fun it is. And having followers as cult members is really a really fun way to integrate. Being able to interact with you guys. Because I could try to keep you alive as best I can. Because they have names attached now. They're not just random NPCs, they're actual people. Technically. So, it's kind of fun to play that game with you guys. And that's technically where this model actually came from. I drew the initial base as the cult leader design. And then I just fell in love with the owl too much, I can't let it go. I can't just keep it there. I like wearing my suit and tie, it's more comfy than a dress. I can imagine, actually. I've never actually worn a dress before, but I do know that it takes a lot to wear one. Like, there's a lot of steps that you have to prepare a dress for. Like, there's a whole lot. A little more than a suit and tie, that's for sure. But yeah, I initially started off as this. Well, not this. There we go. This is my initial look. Howdy, howdy. Let's see, I like wearing my suit and tie, it's more comfy, and I have 120 plus games on both Steam and Epic Games, so yeah. Oh boy. I only have about 20, 30, but still, that's a lot of games. Yeah, Cult of the Lamb, it's so fun. I haven't finished it yet, though, so no spoilers, please. I haven't finished it, so I don't know what happens at the end. I don't know who this god that we're basically parading around with. I don't know who they are. But, it's a really fun game so far, and I did kill the first, leader. The first, apostle. I think they're apostles. Bishops. I killed the first bishop. There we go. I don't mind wearing dresses, but only wearing them for special occasions. Mainly just, like, wearing comfortably. Nice. And yes, thank you for the hydrate. I am definitely trying to hydrate as best I can. I have an app now on my phone where you basically have to water plants. Like these cute little plants with faces that look all sad if you don't drink water. Yeah, I have that kind of app to track my hydration. So that's actually been really helpful. Just kind of checking that app, making sure I'm tracking how many water bottles or cups of water that I'm drinking, just to make sure that I'm doing good. And also making sure that a cute little plant doesn't die. I think I'm supposed to be naming the plants in the game, or the app, but I haven't. That's not really what I'm there for. I'm there to track my hydration, and that's about it. I'm not there for the microtransactions or the new plants or whatever. I just want to track how much water I'm drinking. It's a good concept. It's a good app. I highly recommend it. I think it's called Plant Nanny. Yeah, it's kind of like a Tomodachi. It's very similar. Instead of it making noises at you, though, you know, feed me, feed me, feed me, play with me. It doesn't do that at you at all. It doesn't even give you live notifications. I think it can, but I didn't set that up. I basically drink a water, go in the app, and track that water as soon as I drink it. So, it's very much on me if I'm tracking my water right. So I think that's why I like it, because it's not really reminding me to drink water. It's just, I know that I have to drink water or else that plant's gonna die. So, that's basically how I approach that app. Yeah, Plant Nanny! Let's go! But yeah, this is my initial avatar that I made this owl for. Because I'm like I'm a cute little cult leader. You want to join my cult? Let's go. You know, ring-a-ding-ding. But yeah, now, I'm just an owl in general. And a little sneak peek. This is my Halloween costume. Yep, this is my Halloween costume for Halloween, of course, during the month of October. Unfortunately, I need to go back into the model and fix the mouth animations because I apparently messed it up big time trying to replicate it. So I have to go back into the live 2D file and make sure everything's right because obviously it's not. My mouth isn't quite working. Yeah, Howl's Moving Castle. There needs to be so much more merchandise for this because every time I go to a store, online or brick and mortar, I go in there, I see they have Studio Ghibli stuff, and I'm like, yay, Studio Ghibli! I hope that, I really do hope that they have Howl stuff, and they don't. It's all Spirited Away, or all Castle in the Sky, or Totoro. The amount of times I've seen Totoro things in these stores, I would be a rich man if I had a penny for every time I saw Totoro, and yet no Howl. Howl's cape isn't anywhere. His jacket that I'm wearing right now, it's nowhere. All there is usually Calcifer. It's just Calcifer on cookware that says, "May all your bacon burn." That's it. That's all people remember from that movie, and it's infuriating. Because there's just so much that you can have from that movie. Heck, you can have statues of all the characters. You can have the Witch of the Waste. That'd actually be a really fun character to have a sculpt of. Just that whole hat shop scene. Just have, I want to say Susie, but I don't think that's her name. Oh boy, oh dear, I'm a fake fan. Yeah, have the main character and the Witch of the Waste there, standing in the hat shop. Just have that scene as a whole sculpt. Sell that. That'd be amazing. You could have like whole entire bookshelves recreating the movies, just with these little scenes. That would be a great thing to sell, but no. All we have is Calcifer on a spatula saying, "May all your bacon burn." Thanks. I don't want to sound ungrateful, but there needs... I wish there was more merchandise for it than just playing cards. Because let's face it, when's the last time you played cards? Not often. Much less themed playing cards. If you do pick up playing cards, you'd pick up playing cards that look like playing cards, that have all the symbols there, all the numbers there, because it's easy to pick up. If you have themed playing cards, you don't know what this bulldog represents, or what the, what Howl represents, or what this Totoro is. You don't know if it's an ace or a 2 of hearts. You don't know what it is. It's Totoro. So, themed playing cards for movies and things like that, it's just, it's not something I'd readily buy, let's put it that way. I would much rather buy this jacket right here, right now. If I saw this jacket for sale hanging up in any store, it's going in my cart immediately. But sir, it's $500. It's made out of leather. I don't care. It's in my cart. I'm getting it. They really are good movies in general. They really are super movies. And did you hear about the theme park that just opened up? I think it's... I guess in like video game terms, it's in beta. Like they're letting in a few guests. Like guests that won a raffle to buy tickets to go to this park. That's who... Excuse me. That's who's basically going to this park right now, the Studio Ghibli park. And from the pictures that I saw, it looks really nice. It's really wholesome looking. I haven't seen anything like rides, per se, or attractions. I know there's plenty of cafes and gift shops and stuff inside it. But aside from that, I'm not too sure what's inside this theme park, aside from the aesthetic of it. I do know that there is going to be a giant Howl's Moving Castle there. His physical castle, the literal castle made of garbage. That's gonna be there. It's gonna be huge and it's gonna be amazing. So that is something that I would travel all the way to Japan for, just to see that castle. And Moomin Valley, of course, because I think it's in the same general area. And then Disneyland Tokyo. Yeah, Ponyo is really good too. Now, do you guys enjoy the sub, like the original Japanese audio and the original voice actors? Do you prefer that or the English dubs? Because I know when it comes to Ghibli movies, whenever it comes to English dubs, they usually try to go for like really prestigious actors to voice the characters. But usually whenever that happens, sometimes it's not always the greatest casting decision. Like, you don't really need a big name to sell the movie because the movie sells itself. It's amazing animation. It's Ghibli. But whenever it comes to the English dubs, I noticed that they usually try to get really big actors to voice the characters. To the point where the actor may or may not fit the character as they should. Like, I didn't expect Liam Neeson to be in Ponyo. I had no idea that he was gonna be in Ponyo until he opened his mouth. I was like, oh, there's Liam Neeson. Wow. It's like, I didn't expect that. It's like, especially from the character that he voices, when you initially see his design, his character's design, I'm like, wow, that's a really cool, under the sea witch. But then you realize, oh, it's a guy. It's Ponyo's dad. And then Liam Neeson starts speaking, and you're like, oh, that's Liam Neeson voicing this undersea wizard. Huh. Never would have thought. So, yeah. Dubs are really interesting for that reason. Or Ghibli dubs are interesting for that reason. Now, did you guys ever watch Mary and the Witch's Flower? The movie by Studio Panak. That one I thought was kind of interesting. Because you can definitely tell the Ghibli aesthetics there. You can definitely see their inspirations. But the writing was different. The writing style was quite different. The pacing was different as well. It felt more like a Western movie when it came to the pacing of the story. Like, it really didn't drag on for 3 hours. It was shortened to fit, like, the more Western idea of how movies are. But it did seem slightly boring. I don't want to say that because I really love how the movie looks, and the music was amazing, and the voices, most of the voice actors were really good in Studio Panak, in Mary and the Witch's Flower. But for some reason, I guess the writing of the characters just felt dull. Like, it didn't really feel like they were interacting with each other as they should. It was just kind of, like, stereotypical interactions. It didn't really feel like that they were living in their world. It just kind of felt like, I'm the girl of the story. I'm the neighbor of the story. I'm the friendly chef of the town. Things like that. Just very stereotypical characters. It's kind of like, oh, it's one of those stories. But aside from that, I don't really want to poo-poo it because it's still a really nice movie. Let me type it out. Mary and the Witch's Flower by Studio Panak. There you go. But yeah, that was one movie that, I'll be honest with you, I started a Netflix subscription, like the disc subscription, just to get that movie on disc. That was the only reason I got the subscription, because I could watch it on Blu-ray. That was the only reason I got the Netflix DVD, straight to your mail. Because I am that guy. I still like putting the disc into the CD player and going to the menu and selecting play. I know streaming is a thing. I know Amazon has most movies nowadays, and you could just get it immediately on your fingertips. But I don't care. I want the DVD. So I got Mary and the Witch's Flower on DVD just for that specific reason. it was a really enjoyable experience, I'd have to say. Just being able to sit there and just enjoy the movie, you know, going through the cutscenes and all that, the menu, I mean, and just hanging out, watching a movie. It's something that it's kind of hard to do nowadays. Or easy, as you look at it through Amazon. You can just watch any movie at any time. But you kind of lose the magic of, this is movie time. When it's so readily available to watch a movie to where it's almost like putting on a YouTube video, you know, how freaky fast you can watch a movie, you kind of lose the magic of it being movie time, I think. Like, there's not much effort into it at all. Like, you don't really separate time to watch the movie. You're just kind of like, oh, I can rent this movie right now. I'm watching the movie now. Hold on, let me pause it. You know, let me come back to it after I, you know, do some work and go back on break. And now I'm watching the movie again. It's, you know, it's not so special anymore. It's basically a YouTube video at that point. It's not really... I keep beating a dead horse. Sorry about that. I'm rambling. Yeah, long story short, I did that with Studio Punnock's Mary and the Witch's Flower, and it was a really special time. The story is kind of straightforward, but it's nice. It's a good story. I really wished that they honed in more on the concept of magic in that movie, because it's a whole school, it's a whole academy of magic that these two professors teach at. Like, it's just those two professors they're teaching, and it's a really cool concept. But then you just kind of lose it halfway through the movie. It's kind of like, okay, remember how this was a school? Not anymore. We're just focused on these two characters only. You know, all the students here that are that are learning from here, students suddenly disappear. Students are just poof, gone. Classes, nope, classes aren't going on anymore. All of the magic that was happening, it's just centered around these two characters. That's it. You know, the environment is gone. Like, the atmosphere is gone. And that was like my only gripe with that movie. Was it's just like they really could have honed in on that specific aspect, and they didn't. They just kind of, it's kind of like, yep, this is an academy. It's magic school. Anyway, blah 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 blah. Let me see how far the download is going on Twisted-Wonderland. We're at 75%. Not bad. Not bad at all. I'm sorry if you're picking up my computer making sounds, because yeah, it's going through the download and it's, you know, chugging along. Let me change my costume real quick. Let's just hop on over here. Do. Oh yeah, try to make sure that the necklace wiggles. Let me make sure that's right. It doesn't like me moving that much. Yeah, the necklace moves. Good. Okay, so the only thing I need to fix is the mouth. And I would do that on stream, but Live 2D can be a bit of a hefty program, and I don't want it to mess with the download. Oh yeah, also for you new people here, this is my human form. Howdy. But yeah, this is my human form. This is the one that I'm getting a custom Nendoroid of, actually. Almost there. We're almost there. Yes, that sounds like Howl's Moving Castle for sure. Just climbing up the stairs of death. Just trying to get up to the king's palace. That's what that sounds like. I'm not gonna make it. Oh, go on without me. It's like, oh, don't give up now. Come on, you're almost there. It's like, oh, I don't get it. How does she have so much energy? Oh. It's like, I cursed you to be an old woman. How are you beating me up these stairs? Ah. That's... As awkward as that scene is, I love how awkward it is, because it's just, you're following two characters trying to go up these flight of stairs that any normal people can't get up, because it's just a whole bunch of stairs. No one likes going upstairs. So you're just basically watching them suffer, and you're suffering along with them. It's just a really well thought out scene that I really enjoy. Oh, you're referencing the Princess and the Frog. Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, I should have been in the Disney mindset, but no. Which is ironic, because lately I've been listening to like a jazz playlist of Disney songs. It's like recreations of these like really well-known Disney songs as jazz. And it's really helpful for me when I'm doing my master's readings. And it would play almost there, and I'm like, where's this song from again? Because I watched Princess and the Frog maybe a couple times. And there are some songs that I remember, and some that I don't. It's very weird, because I don't remember all the songs in the movie. And so whenever someone starts referencing the song, I'm like, yeah, that's a Disney song. Can't tell you where it's from, but that's a Disney song. Mm-hmm. Same with Moana songs. There's... like, I could start singing one of the songs, and I'm like, oh, wait a minute, I don't know the lyrics. I know it's Moana, but I don't know the lyrics. Whoopsies. And I never saw Frozen 2. I can't be the only person on Earth who hasn't seen Frozen 2. I know everyone and their grandma has seen Frozen 1. But I just never saw the second one. Despite Aurora singing in it. I really love Aurora. I love her music, and she's just an overall enjoyable person. I love Aurora. But, and I know that she's in Frozen 2 as the little voice thing in the background. But I just never saw it. Never saw Frozen 2. You chose not to? Yes. In solidarity, we will not watch Frozen 2. Because we still suffer from Let It Go. The amount of times I heard that song in my senior year of high school. If it was playing on a jukebox, I would love to throw a brick at the jukebox, because I am sick of that song. They played that song on the radio. On public radio. At least 5 times a day. It's like, let me go. I need to be free from this song. Please, stop playing Let It Go. All the children keep singing it. All the toys keep singing it. The radio is playing it. Yes, Let It Go is too repetitive. It was fine at first. In the movie, it was like, oh, what a lovely song. Yeah, you let it go, Elsa. Good job. You know, releasing your feelings. Good job. You know, you bottled them up for too long. You're a Diet Coke with Mentos. Congratulations. Let go of your feelings. We got this. But when everyone is singing it, in the real world, 100 times a day, in toys, in commercials, in like advertisements for soda. Let it go. Let the song go. The PTSD. It's back. It haunts me. But thankfully, ironically, we've let the song go. Yes, we have. But then it rebounded again when Kingdom Hearts 3 came out. Then everyone's like, oh dear, no. Frozen is one of the world's... Oh no, this song is back. Everyone run and hide. Elsa is here. And Olaf. Oh. That is the song that never ends. It just goes on and on. Yes, it just goes on. My sister put on Frozen 1, and I drank almost an entire bottle of Bailey's because of her and her friends singing the entire movie soundtrack. I would join in. I would say, do you have another bottle? Do you have some coffee that I could put this in? Because I would have the coffee machine and the bottle right next to me. I'd just be making fresh coffee, fresh Irish cream coffee to get through that movie alongside you. Because, Did they even sing the troll songs? The ones where they're talking about love and stuff to Kristoff and Anna, and they're like, what? No, we're just friends. We're just, we're just trying to find my sister. Rah. Bailey's is, it's Irish cream. And Irish cream is, I think it's heavy cream or just normal cream with alcohol in it. I forget what kind of liquor is inside it. I want to say whiskey, but I'm not entirely sure. That one's called Fixer Upper? Yeah, never knew it. Yes, it's an alcoholic drink. Some people cook with it, some people put it in coffee, some people drink it straight. It just depends. Each person's different. But yeah, it's an alcoholic drink. Straight from the bottle, oh dear. Oh no. Frozen's bad. Was it that bad? Oh no. The thing is, I was really hoping that they'd stick with the original concept that they were having for that movie, with Elsa being the villain, where she discovers her powers and, lets go of her feelings, but all the bad feelings, like, against people rather than against herself. That's what I was hoping for. I wanted that concept. But nope, it turned into a sisterhood movie. We're sisters. We get through things together. Stay with me. That's a great message. I'm happy that they did that, but I was really rooting for the villain. I was really rooting for an Elsa being the villain concept, but it didn't happen. Now what? I have 1 year to go before you can legally drink, but then I'll stick to tea. Tea's good. I concur. Stick to tea. For the longest time, after, turning 21, I didn't drink. I didn't care to, didn't want to. I know there's like a lot of guys my age that are just like, woo, we're gonna drink beer, all that, yeah, we're gonna get wasted. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit about alcohol. I don't want it. It tastes bad. I don't like it. There's only a couple drinks that I've learned that I like, but even then, I'm just like, I'm good. I don't need it. Besides, it just tastes like Sharpies to me. Yeah, it smells bad. Depends on the alcohol, but it just tastes like Sharpie. And I know that because I've smelled Sharpie. In elementary school, my art teacher was like, stop smelling the Sharpies, that's bad for you. And I just, like a cat, just behind her back, just sniff a Sharpie. So yeah, I'm fine. I don't need alcohol. I've smelt all of it in elementary school. That's my excuse. Anyway. I'm legal to drink where I am, but after my birthday, I'll be legal to drink pretty much anywhere. I ate paper in elementary school. I didn't eat crayons. I know some people ate crayons when they're in elementary school, because, kids do that. They just eat things. They're learning. They're just like, is this food? No, that's not food. That's disgusting. Is this food? No, but it tastes good. I shouldn't eat this, but I'm eating it. That's just kids in elementary school. That's what we do. Even in middle school, some kids don't outgrow it. They just eat things to eat things. Billy Goat. I'm only 20 and I love my Baileys. It's really sweet. I also like Smirnoff Ice and Palm Bay, which are both vodka based. I've yet to try vodka. I'm 23 and I've yet to try vodka. I'm just kind of concerned. I don't know if I'd like it or not. I know that they make flavored ones, and that's always a thing. Oh, you turned 20 in July. We share the same birth month. Howdy howdy. But yeah, anyways, yeah, I didn't eat crayons in elementary school. What I did do was eat, I ate Play-Doh once. I learned that lesson immediately, that Play-Doh tastes disgusting. Don't eat Play-Doh. It's fun to play with, not to eat. For a reason. But, let's see. I swallowed a Lego once, purely by accident. Purely by accident. I was just building the set, I was playing with it, one of the pieces fell out, landed in my mouth, I swallow. Ta-da. Lego eaten. It was not appetizing nor nutritious, so don't get any ideas, don't eat plastic. Happy early birthday. Woo! That's right, October. Happy early birthday. So let's see, the download is currently at 80%. Cool beans. I think we'll essentially continue the stream until it's complete. Then I'll have to bid y'all adieu and good night, because it's currently 2 in the morning for me. So I should be in bed, but I'm not. And I'll stay with you guys until then. Thank y'all again so much for hanging out with me. Happy unbirthday. That's a good one. That's a good Disney reference. I appreciate that one. I know Alice in Wonderland didn't get very good reception when it first came out. When it originally came out in, I think, the 50s, 40s, 50s. When it initially came out, critics were just like, what is this? But it's one of my favorite Disney movies because the animation is phenomenal. And I love the songs. I love In a World of My Own. I love the On a Golden Afternoon. And I really do enjoy that they use the Jabberwocky poem in there as well. That's what the Cheshire Cat is reciting. When you first meet him, he's reciting the Jabberwocky. And then Painting the Roses Red is a fun one. I don't remember most of the lyrics, but that's a fun song. And I know that they reference that in Twisted-Wonderland, so that's fun. Believe it or not, Unbirthday is a thing in Twist as well. Oh, that's fun. That's great. I'm gonna enjoy that. A very happy birthday to you. To who? To me? To you too? Wow. A very happy birthday to me. I just love the whole, like, like country singing to that. Just like the whole twang that the Spring Hare. Is that what his name is? The Spring Hare? It could be the March Hare. The March Hare, that's it. The March Hare. I just love the voice that they gave the March Hare in that movie. It's a really fun accent. It's really fun. And he's just crazy. he's just insane. So let's see. Oh yeah, on my YouTube, I could actually drop the link here. Let me see if YouTube even blocked it. They might have blocked it. I don't remember. I really don't remember if they did or not. So I'm just checking something real quick. It's kind of buried. Okay, no, it's still here. I won't play it live because it might be copyrighted for Twitch. But I'll just drop the link. There you go. Oh, you got kicked out of 2 church schools as a kid. I can't remember why I got kicked out the first time. I do remember is that they kicked me out is because I pushed the fire alarm. Oh, that sounds fun. Yeah, I've never been that daring enough to push the fire alarm. But that sounds like a fun time. So let's see, Alice in Wonderland is amazing. I love the live action and the animated movies, to be honest. The live action surprised me, because it's very similar to the source material. The source material can be dark. It can be quite dark as a story. And I just didn't expect Disney to go that dark with the live action. Because, oh my goodness, like, a mouse stabbing an eye out of the cat, and then the cat rolling the eye back into his socket? That's terrifying! That's insane for a children's movie. And that was still rated PG. Imagine that. Like, what do you have to do to get PG-13? Ah! The fire alarm was an accident. I was kind of left unsupervised, and I recently watched Curious George the movie, and I saw the red button. Yeah, that's true. George pushed all the red buttons, and you're just like, ooh, what does this button do? And you push. Did what George did and push the button. There's the fire alarm. Uh-huh. Yeah, it didn't blow bubbles or, you know, make monkey noises like whatever the red button and Curious George did. Oh. Yeah, I would have been more influenced by Dexter's Lab. Dee Dee being like, ooh, what's this button do? Yeah, that'd be me. I'd push the button to get based on that. Yeah, Johnny Depp played a really good Mad Hatter. He was excellent in that. And forget the actress's name who played the Queen of Hearts, but she is really good as the Queen of Hearts because she is so unhinged and just ready for people's heads to be rolling off. That's the character. That's who the Queen of Hearts is. Though I do like the Queen of Hearts in the original Alice in Wonderland, the animated one. I love that brash character. Like, she kind of reminds me of Lucy Van Pelt from the Peanuts, but if grown up. That's basically her character. That's how I always envisioned that Queen of Hearts. Was just like, everyone follows my ways or you're dead. Your head's rolling. She's not like rolling heads for the sake of rolling heads. It's like, I have rules and standards, and play by my rules and standards, we'll be best of friends. If not, your head will just roll. You know, I didn't write the rules. Oh wait, I did, because I'm queen. So deal. That's how that queen is, and I enjoy that. I enjoy that concept. But I also enjoy the unhinged queen, where she just wants to kill. She's bloodthirsty. And then it's kind of confused when people question her. She's like, wait, cutting off people's heads isn't right? Since when? Since when was murdering people not good? I've loved Johnny Depp for the longest time. He's an amazing actor. True. I always enjoyed him as Jack Sparrow. Without him in Pirates of the Caribbean, I don't think I would have watched Pirates of the Caribbean. I'll be very honest. I don't think I would have watched Pirates of the Caribbean if Johnny Depp wasn't Jack Sparrow. As soon as he's not in that franchise, I'm not watching the movies. I mean, the movies got really silly by, like, what? Pirates of the Caribbean 3 or 4 or 5, whatever, however long it's been going on. They got really silly towards the end. But they were still fun, because Johnny Depp is fun. So let me see. I do wonder if Jack Sparrow will be in Disney Dreamlight Valley, because Little Mermaid's in there, and there is a sea, and there's an ocean, so it would be interesting if they just slid in Pirates of the Caribbean. Just slide that franchise into Disney Dreamlight Valley, and let's have Jack Sparrow just raid the place. It's gonna be kind of awkward though, because it's a children's game, and Jack Sparrow drinks rum. And I know, like, for kids, it's kind of like, oh, pirates, you know, they're stealing, you know, swashbuckling, yar, drink rum, yar, har, har. Like, it's just something pirates drink. They don't think of it as alcohol and be like, I want to drink rum. No, it's just a thing that pirates do. I get that's how kids imagine it. But nowadays, I think Disney might be like, Jack is not drinking rum. That's just coconut juice. Yes, kids, he's drinking coconut juice straight from the bottle. 7 times a day. That's what he's drinking. I've got a jar of dirt. I don't remember if that was improv on his end. If he was just kind of like, I just have a jar of dirt. I don't remember if that was part of the script or if he was just kind of like, I'll go with this. Now let's see. Oh, the download is at 96%. Look at us go. Keep on chugging, computer. We believe in you. 97%. Let's go. Oh, we're lagging like crazy in the game, but it's 97%. Let's go. It was improv. Nice. Yeah, it definitely felt like an unscripted moment, because it was like, wait a minute, why is he singing? He has Johnny Depp. Johnny Depp actually did fall for real. Oh no. And then he just kept going and just kept it in. Good on him. Yeah, sometimes the best performances are just right there in the moment. That's what happened in Lord of the Rings. When they think Merry and Pippin are dead, Aragorn is, mourning, and he just kind of kicks a helmet angrily. He didn't realize that there was a prosthetic head inside that helmet, and that prosthetic head was heavy, and that when he kicked the helmet, he broke his toe, but he just kept going and screamed. in agony, because that's what happens when you break a toe. But he just kept going, and they left that in the movie because it was, you know, genuine pain, it was genuine sorrow, it was genuine ah. And they're like, wow, that was a beautiful performance. And then when they said cut, he's like, I broke my toe. I kicked the helmet and it was a rock. It was a bowling ball and I kicked it over a good 10 feet. Ah. So yeah, speaking of Lord of the Rings, I'm watching Rings of Power as well. And, I say it's good fantasy. It's not quite Lord of the Rings, but then again, the Peter Jackson film spoiled us. Let's put it that way. They definitely spoiled us with the original trilogy. The Hobbit, they relied way too much on CGI, but it was still good trilogy. It was still a good movie. It's, you know, something to watch. And I enjoy Thranduil. I will forever enjoy Thranduil. He's just an amazing dad. Well, no, he sucks as a dad. But he's a really good actor and just Elf King. That's who you picture as Elf King, is Thranduil right there. But yeah. Rings of Power. The sets are amazing. The sets are amazing, the music is on point. I'm just not really digging any of the characters. Except for the dwarven wife. I forget her name. I really enjoy her character. She's just an all-around enjoyable character. She's like, yeah, come on to my house. Come on. Let me give you food. Let me tell you about my lore. Let me tell you about the dwarven lore. Let me tell you about what I do in this place. And, you know, let me get my husband to help you out, you know, because you're all good friends and I can see that, and he's just being stubborn. Let me help you. You know, that's just a really enjoyable character. I love that. And it just, her character adds a new dynamic to Khazad-dûm. She's kind of like, oh, I'm like, I guess they call them mountain whisperers? I forget. But she's like, yeah, I sing to the mountain. And when, you know, my song sings out and bursts forth through the mountain, and the mountain returns with its own song. And it tells me where the mithril is. It tells me where gold is, where silver is, where to dig and where not to dig, where to avoid bad things. It's like the mountain tells me. That's just a really good dynamic. It's a really good character, and it adds something new that wasn't there previously in the story. So that character I enjoy. Her character, top notch, really great. The others, though. Though I do like Nori, the Hobbit, the main Hobbit that we follow. She's an enjoyable character too. She's very much along the veins of Bilbo and Frodo. Because she's like, I want to explore. I want to see what's out there in the world. I'm tired of being stuck in a hole. Like, I'm tired of being stuck wandering around, you know, picking berries, and that's all I do with my life. I want to go out there. So yeah, let's see. Oh yeah, Robin Williams, rest in peace, for sure. He definitely had good improv moments as well. As Genie, for sure. Tons of improv there. Robin Williams was the genius when it came to comedy, and my favorite movie would have to be him in Good Will Hunting, Dead Poet Society, or Good Morning Vietnam. Honestly, I only really know him from children's movies. I know him in Aladdin. I know him in Jumanji, that's for sure. I know him in... I actually didn't watch Fern Gully, but I know him. I know he's in Fern Gully. And another thing that he was in. Mrs. Doubtfire. Mrs. Doubtfire. Yes, definitely. Yes, he was amazing in nearly every movie that he was in. He was amazing. And I know that he was in a Peter Pan movie as well. I think it's just called Pan. Or was it Hook? It may have been Hook. But yeah, I know that he was in there too. Yeah, you're right. It was Hook. I know that he was good in that as well. I think I only watched that movie in a doctor's office. It may have been the dentist, so I may have been terrified and wasn't paying attention to the movie. But I remember seeing it once. Oh look, the download's done. Hooray! Let me switch back into my owl form with my shape-shifting ways. The power of technology and magic. There we go. Alright, so let's switch on to the live feed, back into Twisted-Wonderland. Oh, first, let me actually switch back the category. Back to Disney. Excuse me. Disney Twisted. Disney Twisted-Wonderland. There we go. Done. Sorry, too excited there. Yeah, I'm excited too. Did Nightbot correct you for caps? I'm sorry. I have to change that feature on Nightbot. Nightbot can get kind of sensitive when it comes to caps. Yeah, let's switch on to the live feed in 3, 2, 1. Oh, woo! Alright, and we can bring the music back. There we go. Now we're on Chapter 8, First Day of School. Oh, stories that contain battles are marked with a magical pen. Steel yourself for combat. What's in the menu? Mirror. What's this? Oh yeah, the Halloween event's back. Nice. Let's go to Wonderland. Robots is a good movie too. Yes, you're right. Robin Williams was in there. Yes, of course. How could I forget? Let's see. It wants me to go into the mirror, so let's go in the mirror. Summon students in the mirror chamber. Here are some gems. Excuse me. Perform a 10-fold summon and recruit some students. There we go. I was waiting for that. Oh, that's right. It's loading. So let's load. Your first 10 poll. Yay! Is it poll or pull? Like P-U-L-L or P-O-L-L? I've never understood it. I assume it's pull, like a pulley. But I'm not sure. Aunt Fanny. How did they get away with that character, by the way? Aunt Fanny. Oh my goodness. Ooh, fun fact. Since it's your first 10 poll, if you're not satisfied with the role you got, you can read Will as many times as you want. This is the only chance to do that. Okay, so I can re-roll again. Oh, interesting. If you're not satisfied with the roll that you got, I see. You're about to spend 300 gems to perform the following type of summon. The tutorial 10-fold summon. Tap OK to proceed. Proceed. Mirror, mirror on the wall. Show me anime boys, one and all. Of the right age. I have to be specific because anime can... Ugh. Anyway. I am glad that they made this a college, by the way. Because then it's not awkward. Because I know some fan bases, it can get really... Ooh. Hi, Grim. You also get a free SSR card. Nice. Ooh, magical. Now, I lead
闇の力を秘めし者。
誰だい？バラを赤く塗ったのは。
Who's been painting my roses? Riddle Hearts. Riddle Rose Hearts, of course. I really do enjoy him as a character, so we might keep him. Yeah. As long as I am House Warden of Heart's level, I will not allow any of my students to fail. riddle, let's go. Azul! Yay! Uncaped. Or uncapped? Uncapped. I was like, uncaped, what does that mean? Okay. Yay! Azul, that's our boy. There he is. Ceremonial robes. Nice. Some whimsical music, my goodness. Ortho Shroud. In his gym equipment, he's gonna run a marathon and beat us with his Tron-esque technology. Look at him go. Athletic gear. Yay! I like your older brother though. Oh, you have something to say?
時々は地面に足をつけて人と同じように歩いてみたいな。
Oh, his voice kind of throws me off. Like, you know, he's much younger than everyone else. It's like, oh no, what are you doing here? You go back home. Go to school. Not this school. Go to school. Anyway, sometimes I want to walk with my feet on the ground like people do. Oh, is he like Ariel? I just want to be like people. I want to be where the people are. I want to be with them singing and dancing. I want to stroll around on, what do they call them? Streets? Poor Ortho. This is horrible, okay. Oh, Silver. In his school uniform. Err. Oh, he has something to say too.
次の授業は何だ?
What's our next class? Even if it's called Night Raven College, it's actually a high school. Yeah, I know in some languages, college just means high school, and university means college. America's just weird. We have university and college. Oh, Teacher Diamond. School uniform. Want some tips on how to liven up your school life? Just come to me. Nice. Your favorite material girl? Oh, that's what you call him. Oh. And archetype gear. That's very different. I don't know how I feel about seeing his ribs. Please eat. I want you to be nice and healthy.
魔法が使えなくても僕がいれば大丈夫。
Aw. Who needs magic when you've got me? Aw. Okay, I like this pool. I think I'm gonna keep this pool. I don't know how many we got left. It's supposed to be 10, and I haven't been counting. Sepek Ziegfeld. School uniform. We haven't got anyone from the
早く授業に行くぞ。時間がもったいない。
Yeah, we haven't got any from the evil queen's house yet. Interesting. Quickly, to class. There's not a moment to waste. Your Crocs, son. Interesting. Is this theme like the... Oh. Malleus Draconia. Labware. Human knowledge is a fascinating thing. Malleus. Amadeus. Higatus, Alakazin. Oh, Rugibichi. School uniform. He's nice.
元気の秘訣は食べること。食い物さえあれば万事 OK っすや。
Oh, we're lagging hard. Please let me see. There he is. Okay. Rugi, Aaron's son. Aaron's son? The secret to good health is eating. everything will be a-okay as long as you got food. I can imagine all his quests are just food. Just get him meals, get him ingredients, get him candy, get him anything. I think we have a few more pulls to go. Oh, again. Oh, that's nice. Because you get doubles, it increases the level, I suppose. Nice. Is he gonna say the same thing? Oh, nice. The tutorial tenfold summon can be retried as many times as you like. Tap OK to accept your results and move on. You can draw only one of 8 SSRs from this summon, 5 from Heart's Lebule, and 3 from Savannah Claw. I think we're actually going to stick to this because I like all these pools, actually. They're really nice. So I think we'll just go hit OK. I know this is a rare opportunity to reroll and get, new things, but I really do like this pull. I'm surprised. Heck, we got Azul right here, and we got Riddle. So I'm sticking to it. You're about to accept the summon outcome. Are you sure you want to confirm this? Well, note, once you accept this outcome, you will not be able to reroll again. I accept. I do. There we go. Well, thank y'all so much for hanging out with me. Unfortunately, I really do need to go to bed, but this has been a really awesome stream. Thank y'all so much for hanging out with me. Let's see, when I polled, I rolled 3, but as long as you're pleased with your results, it's all that matters. Indeed, indeed. But yeah, really, thank y'all so much for hanging out with me. We've been streaming for 3 hours and 34 minutes. That's amazing. My streams usually don't last past 2 hours, so it's really been an awesome time hanging out with you guys. And I hope that y'all had an awesome time hanging out with me. So, I think we'll have to leave Chapter 8 for another day, because I really do need to go to bed. But we will be raiding someone, and hopefully y'all have a great time there as well if you decide to raid with me. So, for now, let's go into the chatting cafe, while I go find us someone to hang out with. Yeah, I hope to see you again. This was a really great time. I'm glad that we were able to talk about Twisted with you. And able to talk about, Ghibli and coffee and cooking and Johnny Depp. It's really an awesome time. So thank y'all so much for being here with us. Now let me see. Ooh. Obst is a very nice streamer that I like to raid every now and then. Currently, he's playing Animal Crossing New Horizons, and he likes to decorate all the islands and their vacation homes and whatnot. And it's a really chill stream. And actually, he used to work at Disney. I think he worked at Disney World, I believe, but I'm not entirely sure. But he's a big Disney guy, so if you want to continue talking about Disney stuff with him, by all means, go for it. So I'm gonna start the raid there, and I hope you all have an awesome time. For now, I'll say have a good day, good night, good whatever. Just make sure you have a good one. And thank y'all so much for hanging out with us. And I hope to see y'all in the Discord and in the next stream real soon. And y'all are doing really good at work. I hope y'all keep it up. Don't let life beat you up, and have a good time. Love y'all. Bye-bye.